A century ago, spiritual energy flooded the world, becoming the ultimate power source. Thanks to this energy, every living thing started evolving in two distinct directions. One path focused on raw physical power, while the other leaned into crazy energy-based mutations for long-range attacks. Humans jumped on the bandwagon too, creating specialized careers like spirit beast observers and material analysts to survive. But for our guy Lin Yuan, all this evolution and magic stuff is basically a complete joke. Right now he is just lounging on his bed, scrolling through his phone. A cat-like spirit beast named Smarty is chilling at the foot of the bed. Lin Yuan, I am roasting, Smarty whines, looking like he is about to melt from the heat. Then he hops right onto Lin Yuan's head, claiming he heard that it is way cooler up there. Talk about some weird pet logic. Lin Yuan is just stunned, like how much higher can his head really be? Once he opens the window to catch a breeze, Smarty finally calms down. Now Lin Yuan actually has to get off his butt. Smarty stays put to enjoy the air, but he reminds him, do not forget to take your medicine. Yeah, I got it, Lin Yuan says, heading out to start his usual routine of cleaning up the shop. He is 18 years old and owns this tiny little spirit pet shop. People use spiritual energy to evolve their pets, but for Lin Yuan, that is just a distant fairy tale. His health is trash. By age 8, he completely lost the ability to sense any spiritual energy at all. He cannot buff his body or bond with high-rank beasts like normal people. It is boiling today. Lin Yuan is worried his lily plants are going to shrivel up and die in this heat. These are bottom-tier healing spirits with zero survival skills. They are basically fodder. In this world, every spirit is ranked by their level and quality. Anything below bronze is considered trash. Nobody wastes their time or resources on them. Honestly, the high-rank pets just evolve way faster anyway. Lin Yuan looks at Smarty with pity. In 100 years, nobody has ever seen this species successfully evolve. Lin Yuan, here is your medicine. A voice chirps from behind him along with the sound of weak wing flaps. That is Chirpy, a low-level bird spirit, given Lin Yuan's weak physical state. He just bonding with Smarty and Chirpy, the two lowest level scrubs out there. Took him a painful half a month. Forget training them to ever reach their full adult potential. An hour later, they are just staring out the shop window, bored out of their minds. Do you humans just sleep all day? This street is a total ghost town. Smarty is over it. Lin Yuan desperately tries to wave down the few random people walking past. Hey everyone, come check it out. We have got fresh green vines today. A little girl holding a fancy tricolor cat named Coco stops her mom to take a look. Mommy, look, that beast looks just like my Coco. Smarty tries to help with the sale, but Coco just gives him a massive death stare. That cat looks dusty and gross. He is clearly just a bottom-shelf loser. Smarty S for stands up. The audacity, we are the same species. Stop acting so superior. Lin Yuan comforts his pet and decides a walk might help them both clear the air. The shop is empty anyway. Closing for a bit won't hurt anything. Smarty starts acting out, demanding meat, and claiming braised pork will make him way smarter. Chirpy keeps chirping in Smarty's ear, acting like he is helping, but he is just being annoying. Chill out, you might be dumb, but at least you were cheap to buy. Hearing that actually made Smarty want to curl up and cry. Lin Yuan feels bad, but then he spots a wild armored pig just standing there on the sidewalk. Why is it near the park? Did a farm have a breakout? Smarty does not care about the why. He sees 50 pounds of walking braised pork and charges in without thinking about the danger. Lin Yuan grabs him just in time. Your life matters more than some pork. Right then, that armored pig let out a savage roar. Lin Yuan thought it was super weird for the thing to be this aggro. See, these armored pigs are usually pretty chill spirit beasts. Smarty's antics shouldn't have ticked it off this much. Even worse, right after that roar, the fat hog actually started chasing them down. Lin Yuan grabbed Smarty and hauled tail, but he was gasping for air after just a few steps. He felt way more drained than usual today. Lin Yuan, you okay? Before Smarty could even finish the question, Lin Yuan's legs gave out, and he ate dirt face first. Realizing things were going south, Yin Yin and Smarty both bristled up and stood their ground right in front of him. Even together, they were totally no match for that armored pig. Lin Yuan felt like he was going to pass out, but he still used his last bit of strength to tell his pets to run. But just then, his vision started getting all blurry and hazy. In an instant, instant, Lin Yuan realized he wasn't in the park anymore. Smarty, Yin Yin, and even that fat hog had completely vanished. While he was wondering where the heck he was, a strange voice suddenly called out his name from the void. Lin Yuan turned around and saw a massive bronze ring floating there. He had a pretty good idea what this thing was. It was the bronze bracelet he lost when he was 8. To be exact, it vanished after some of his blood touched it. Right then, the bronze ring reacted to him. Countless rays of blinding gold light shot out from it, constantly surging straight through his entire body. Lin Yuan could feel it. In that moment, everything was finally coming back to him. The spiritual energy he had lost at age 8 was finally returning to him. Once the whole process finished, Lin Yuan woke back up in the park. Smarty was absolutely hyped to see him open his eyes. It was still busy dodging that armor pig's charge while Yin Yin circled around in the air, frantically chirping at them to hurry up. Lin Yuan, hurry, you gotta do something. At this rate, Smarty is gonna get totally crushed into a pancake. Problem was, Lin Yuan had just gotten his energy back. That tiny bit of spirit power was teed enough to do squat. Strangely, the bronze bracelet on his wrist flared up right as he thought that. Suddenly, a status screen showing the armored pig's stats popped up in front of him. Once he saw the stats, Lin Yuan felt even more stressed out. Even though this beast was only common quality, it was already at level 3. Meanwhile, poor Smarty and Yin Yin weren't even at level 1 yet. Look out, Smarty, it's coming from the right, Lin Yuan suddenly shouted out by pure instinct. Smarty listened immediately and managed to dodge certain death by a hair. Still, things looked pretty grim. Even if they managed to dodge a few hits, the gap in their power levels was just way too massive. Lin Yuan needed more juice, and fast, staring at the glowing ring on his wrist. He prayed, please, if you're my contract beast, you've got to do something to help us out. That fat hog better not lay a finger on Smarty. This time, a sharp scream from Yin Yin snapped Lin Yuan right out of his thoughts. He looked at the little bird and saw her body was covered in the exact same golden light as the bronze bracelet on his hand. An idea suddenly hit him out of nowhere. It wasn't just Yin Yin. Smarty was starting to look pretty strange too. Was it possible they were evolving because of the bracelet's power? Right then that armored pig came barreling toward them like a literal freight train. Its roar almost blew out Smarty's eardrums. Hey Yin Yin, how is this fat pig's voice way louder than your own singing? Seriously. The little cat shrieked. Seeing Smarty in such a mess made Lin Yuan start pacing with anxiety. Things still looked pretty bad for them, even if they were evolving. There is just a massive world of difference between level 1 and level 3. If they wanted to win, they had to find a weakness. What exactly is a pig's weak spot anyway? After thinking it through, Lin Yuan cooked up a battle plan. Yin Yun, use your singing to distract it. Anything works, just drown out its voice. He barked the order, and Yin Yin got to work immediately. She started singing for her life. Honestly, Yin Yin's voice was straight up painful to listen to. Luckily, Lin Yuan had practiced with this noise over 400 times already, so he wasn't really affected by it much. As for the armored pig, it was clearly suffering way more than Lin Yuan. It stopped focusing on Smarty and turned its full attention toward Yin Yin. Instead, its target shifted right then when the fat hog charged her. Yin Yin started panic fleeing for her life, but right at that moment, Lin Yuan ordered her to turn around and attack. Yin Yun, pivot, aim straight for its eyes. Blinding it is the only way to stop it. Hearing those words, Yin Yun's confidence shot through the roof. She stopped running and turned back, but suddenly, her skills just wouldn't deactivate at all. Yin Yin glanced back and saw Lin Yuan collapsed on the ground. His body was so weak that he ran out of energy at the worst possible time. Come on, just a little more juice, Lin Yuan begged himself, and that weird ring to pull through. Suddenly, Yin Yin felt the power surge back. No waiting around. She let her sharp feathers fly instantly. Those feathers slammed right into the beast's eyes, leaving the big guy totally blind for a second. Lin Yuan took the opening and sent Genius in. Time to show off why they call him Genius. Lin Yuan didn't even have to point. Genius's claws were already busy carving up that monster's massive snout like it was nothing. The fighting was way too close, and the pig sent Genius flying backwards. The hit was brutal. Genius had stars in his eyes and a huge knot on his head. Did we win? Genius mumbled weakly. Yeah, we won. You guys were beasts. You actually chased it off. Lin Yuan's voice was shaking and his whole body was vibrating hard. He barely finished the sentence before blacking out cold in front of his pets. As for that armored pig, those cat scratches weren't enough to actually take its life, but the pain was enough to make it run for the hills. The pig bolted until it ran into a lady and an old guy in a wheelchair. Something's definitely wrong here. How'd a monster like this even get loose? The old man muttered. Following his gaze, the lady spotted Yin Yan's feather stuck in the beast's leg. Her face went pale instantly because she knew that feather belonged to Lin Yuan's tiny bird. Old Li, handle this mess. I have to go find little Yuan right now. She vanished, leaving the guy in the wheelchair alone with a wounded, very angry, and very dangerous monster staring him down. But honestly, the old man didn't look scared of that beast at all. Help me out here, old friend, he said, gently petting the rabbit sitting on his lap. That fluffy rabbit looked harmless, but his power was insane. Back to Lin Yuan. He finally opened his eyes. He wasn't back in the real world, though he was stuck in that same weird void again. He couldn't even remember how long it'd been since he first started dreaming of this place. That massive copper ring was still there. He was pretty sure it saved his skin during the fight. He spoke up a bit late, but thanks for sharing that spiritual energy when things got really hairy back there. As soon as he said it, the ring glowed like it was actually talking back. Lin Yuan looked around, guessing the room was maybe 50 square meters or so. Was this the inner space of a spirit? Was this some crazy power from the ring? Was it his power? Mobius, Lin Yuan whispered. The ring on his hand was named Mobius. It was a space and mystery type spirit. Rank 1, common quality. The first skill was real data. It lets the user see complex info that's invisible to everyone else. It pulls the truth from behind the mask. That's how he saw the stats on that armored pig earlier. Mobius also had another skill called Calm Mind. It's a passive skill that keeps your head straight and helps you resist any negative mental status effects. Lin Yuan figured he unlocked it while helping Yin practice her singing skills. But Mobius had an exclusive trait too. Normally, spirits don't get those until they hit the bronze tier. Mobius had one at common tier that's just straight up impossible. It made him wonder, could this be one of those legendary artifacts from the stories? The trait had 4 parts. First, the space can actually house and grow other spirits. Second, the new spirit's level can be any higher than Mobius' current level. When the guest spirit ranks up, Mobius ranks up right along with it. It copies the guest's starting skill, but Mobius doesn't learn any new moves on its own. And finally, every time Mobius hits a new rank, the spirit capacity in the space goes up by 1 too. So right now, Lin Yuan could only bond with a rank 1 common beast. He had to grind their levels just to rank Mobius up. His head was already spinning. To get a second pet, he had to take the first one from level 1 all the way to 10. Training low-rank beasts was expensive enough. High-rank ones, he'd be totally broke before they even hit level 5. Seriously, at this rate, even a mountain of gold would vanish in a heartbeat. Not to mention I am currently broke as a joke. Being flat broke really killed Lin Yuan's imagination. But hey, he kept telling himself that at least he could finally feel his spiritual energy now. Maybe things will actually start looking up from here on out. Just then, a familiar voice drifted in. The doctor said it was just a mental shock combined with total physical exhaustion, right? Why hasn't he woken up after half a day? Then he realized, wait, is that my aunt's voice? It was Aunt Zijing from next door. Seeing her so worried, Lin Yuan figured it was time to snap out of it. And then, he actually woke up. Between Chime pecking him and Genius digging claws into his face non-stop, staying asleep was basically impossible, honestly. Lin Yuan didn't really have much of a choice. I am fine, guys. Why are you two panicking and talking absolute nonsense like this? Lin Yuan bolted upright and tried to calm his pets down. Right on cue, Aunt Zhang and the doctor walked in, finally breathing a sigh of relief when they saw him awake. According to Aunt Zhang, Lin Yuan learned he had been out for nearly 10 hours. To keep her from flipping out, he let the doctor give him a full once-over. Aunt Zhang and Old Lai were the neighbors who always looked after him, even though they treated him like family. Lin Yuan felt his new contract with Mobius was a secret he should keep to himself for now. The doctor summoned his own spirit, an elite rank 4 blue river carp from the water element. Its special skill could lightly heal mental trauma and wash away those nasty negative emotional states. Lin Yuan was low-key impressed. Those elite rank spirits really hit different. That skill was seriously legit. After finishing the whole checkup and making absolutely sure there was no serious damage, the doctor finally headed out. Right as he left, Uncle Ice Rabbit hopped in with a lunchbox. Aunt Zhang mentioned it was a special nutritious meal that old Lai cooked up himself. No way Lin Yuan was turning that down, so he grabbed it immediately. There was even braised pork inside, making Genius totally jealous. Speaking of which, Uncle Li had this creepy terror rabbit that was always so mysterious and quiet. Nothing like those bouncy normal bunnies. Right now, it was just chilling in Aunt Zhang's lap, looking way too comfortable. He figured he would use this chance to let Mobius scan the weird little guy, but when the results finally popped up, every single piece of info from the name and rank to its quality and skills was just a bunch of question marks. The only thing Lin Yuan could see was that it had 2 exclusive traits. This definitely wasn't your average everyday terror rabbit. After leaving the clinic, Lin Yuan realized how weak he was and started working out. He jogged for an hour daily, but his stamina barely improved. Since he never had spiritual energy training as a kid, this level of exercise was honestly way too much. It looked like he should probably quit the warrior path and look into some lifestyle-based career options instead. Up early for a workout, little Yuan. While taking a breather, Lin Yuan happened to bump into Uncle Li and Aunt Zhang heading home. Yeah, just trying to stay fit, Lin Yuan chirped back while his eyes drifted toward the yellow cloth draped over old Li's legs. Using Mobius, Lin Yuan could see right through that cloth. Suddenly, the data for whatever was wrapped around Uncle Ice's legs flashed before him. Its name was the bone-attaching rat, which actually originated from a bone-eating silk insect. It was platinum rank or higher, packing both a biological toxin and a nasty spiritual curse. Lin Yuan knew those silk insects had to burrow into flesh and sacrifice themselves just to create that curse. For Uncle Li to suppress such a brutal toxin in his lower leg for all these years, his professional rank had to be at least king level or something. If that was true, then that creepy terror rabbit was probably just badly wounded and disguising itself while it tried to heal up. Lin Yuan was totally stunned. Talk about a real-life hidden master. After just a few quick words, Aunt Zhang started pushing Uncle Li's wheelchair back toward their house. Before leaving, he gave a stern warning, little Yuan, if anything goes down, you make sure to call me, okay? If Chu Ci needs money for fees, do not try to carry that burden all by yourself. Got it? Do not worry. Lin Yuan replied politely. Honestly, he was so grateful that old Li and Aunt Zhang had been looking after him and Chu Ci so carefully for so long. That kind of debt made Lin Yuan really want to pay them back. He thought to himself how amazing it would be to finally heal that old man's injury, and silently hoped he would find a way soon. Back home, Lin Yuan spotted his rank 3 common Usni, but wait, its quality had somehow jumped up to elite rank. Just yesterday, it was clearly only normal quality, but now it had leveled up literally overnight. This weirdness made Lin Yuan wonder if his spiritual energy wasn't actually leaking out, but instead being absorbed by his pets to help them evolve. He had to test this right now. This time he went big, choosing his healing lily to be the ultimate guinea pig. Thanks to Lin Yuan's serious effort, that lily actually evolved all the way to elite rank, combined with its natural healing skills. The market value of this plant just exploded by at least 10 times. Lam Vian was so hyped he sprinted to the stairs and hollered, Thong Min, get your butts up and check this out. Those 2 little guys blinked away, still half asleep, but suddenly realized she just leveled the heck up. Thong Min hit level 2. hit level 3, and their quality actually jumped from low tier up to normal. Lam Vian was so happy, he grabbed Thong Min and hugged him tight. He just found his golden ticket to the top. This kid was about to be filthy rich. And soon, but wait, it is bigger than just cash. Evolving these Fae is a total nightmare for most people. Unless they get lucky with nature, everyone else needs a high-end creation master to burn through a mountain of rare materials and crazy potions just to see a single level up or a lucky evolution. But Lam Vian, he could do the whole thing solo, which is totally insane, but the hype died fast when he realized that if anyone found out, every greedy person in the city would be coming for him. One slip up and Lam Vian would have a massive target on his back, and he had 0 ways to defend himself yet. This secret had to stay locked down. period. He kept thinking and realized the only safe way to use this cheat code was to become a professional creation master. He needed that job as a cover story to stay safe. Otherwise, he was basically asking for trouble. Lam Vian was totally lost in his head until shoved his buzzing phone right in his face. It was his little sister So Tu calling him up. He realized it was almost time for her to sign a contract with her very first fee. Hey, I've not called in 2 days. Are you doing okay? So Tu's sweet voice came through the phone. I am doing way better, actually. I was even thinking about cleaning up the backyard today. So Tu instantly freaked out. Her brother had 0 spiritual energy and got tired after walking just 3 steps. How was he supposed to clean a whole yard? She told him to just chill and wait until she got home. She had no clue he was a different person now. I am just tidying up a bit. Sis, it is no big deal. Relax, your big brother is not that weak yet. Stop stressing and just remember the promise we made. Okay, focus on your studies and do not waste that talent of yours. After he calmed her down, So Tu finally started to relax. After hanging up, she felt bad thinking about her brother working himself to the bone just for her. She was more determined than ever not to let him down, and Lam Vian was right. In just 2 days, So Tu and her whole class were scheduled to sign their very first Fey contracts. This was a massive deal for them, so their teacher kept rambling on and on about every little detail they needed to remember. While the Fey's quality and level are totally key, the actual rank of the trainer matters just when it comes to unleashing their raw combat power. Basically, every combat class has a different vibe and compatibility with different types of Fey. If you pick a Fey that does not match your specific energy, you will probably fail the contract and could even end up with permanent mental damage. Even non-combat jobs like blacksmiths or weavers need years of training to truly understand their Fey before even think about fusing different types of magical materials together. And since So Tu's class was all about training elite combat fighters, picking the perfect Fey partner was an even bigger decision for them. After class wrapped up, the teacher called So Tu over for a serious private chat about the specific Fey she was planning to pick. So Tu, are you sure you do not want to pick a different Fey for your contract? I know things are tough at home, but you are incredibly talented. The Federation's big 100-strong selection is coming up, and you absolutely cannot afford to blow this massive chance. The teacher was just looking out for her, but the request put So Tu in a really awkward spot. Meanwhile, Lam Vian had no idea his sister was going through a total crisis. Right then, he was riding a high after successfully upgrading 3 pots of lilies to the elite rank.
Right.
These 3 were worth at least 20,000 Federation dollars, finally giving him hope he could buy So Tu a top-tier Fey for her contract. Suddenly, his phone buzzed with a random, unknown number. As soon as he picked up, the person on the other end started screaming at him before he could even say hello. Are you So Tu's guardian? Do you have any idea she is planning to sign a contract with a trashy gray beetle? How could you let such talent go to waste? Turns out it was So Tu's teacher, and she was absolutely tearing into him. But that was how he finally found out what kind of Fey his sister was actually planning to pick. A gray beetle is a bottom-tier Fey you can buy for just $200. It hits hard, but its skills are basically garbage. Nobody in their right mind would actually contract one. They are usually just sold as cheap snacks for higher-level insect Fey. So Tu only picked it because she was worried her brother could not afford anything better. The voice on the phone kept yelling, Chu Ci is a perfect match for any defensive spirit. With talent like that, honestly, there are barely a handful of kids in all of Zijing City who can even compete. You really need to prepare an elite-tier defensive spirit to be her very first contract. A talent like hers deserves nothing less than the best protection money can buy. Lin Yuan just kept nodding and saying yes. He promised to bring a solid spirit to school within 2 days. After hanging up, he started doing the math. An elite spirit costs at least 100,000 yuan. Those 3 lily plants were not going to cut it. Time was running out. He had to upgrade every single plant spirit in the house to elite rank right now. Then trade them all for a top-tier defensive spirit for Chu Ci. So Lin Yuan pulled a straight all-nighter, pumping spiritual energy into every single spirit in the shop. After that night, he felt completely drained, like a squeezed lemon. But hey, at least he was finally back on schedule. Before heading out, Lin Yuan carefully hid his bracelet. The spirit market is full of scammers and shady deals, so he had to watch his back. And Lin Yuan wasn't exactly rolling solo today, because Genius absolutely insisted on tagging along no matter what. He tried talking the little guy out of it for a long time, but no dice. Looks like this kitten got a lot more rebellious after leveling up. The bus is pulling up now. All passengers, please make sure to stay behind the yellow line. This weird horse-drawn bus came flying in out of nowhere. Genius looked totally baffled, wondering why this looked nothing like the high-tech buses he knew about. Well, that is because the buses he knew were just stuff he read about in history books. 100 years after the spiritual awakening, spirits had already started replacing most of the old-school metal machinery. Lin Yuan explained everything and hopped on with Genius. As soon as they sat down, the driver started chatting them up. You heading to the spirit market today, young man? If so, your timing is actually perfect. Oh really? Why do you say that? New stock coming in? Lin Yuan asked. The driver countered, you haven't been checking the news online. The driver let him in on a secret. 2 days ago, a fresh dimensional crack opened up about 30 miles outside the exit district. It took the Purple Thorn Guard 2 whole days and nights to wipe out the swarm of monsters pouring out of that rift. That was the only way they finally got the dimensional crack under control. Word is 3 guard teams are still patrolling the spot. The crack opened right next to a breeding base, and it was a total disaster. Tons of their spirits were either killed or badly injured. The staff had to set up stalls at the market just to sell off the injured survivors that were left. That is why the driver said his timing was great, so that's how that armored pig managed to escape out there. Genius mumbled something to himself. Apparently, the driver had just scored a huge deal on an armored pig the day before. Everyone in the village was fighting over them to make smoked meat. Listening to his story, Lin Yuan felt like he was on a serious lucky streak. Seriously injured spirits definitely won't cost much. If he got lucky, he might even snag a few at a total bargain today. So Lin Yuan asked the driver to drop him off at the intersection nearest to those bargain bin injured spirit stalls. The market was pure chaos. He barely walked a few steps before Genius started asking questions with zero chill. All right, leave the rest to me. Lin Yuan, what kind of spirit are we looking for? What is the budget? Lin Yuan looked pretty skeptical. People say 100 questions beasts are masters at haggling, but Genius did not exactly seem like the most reliable partner. Even so, he told the cat he really needed an elite defensive spirit for around 100,000 federal yuan. Genius' eyes nearly popped out of his head when he heard that. Wait, Dante, we have less than 20,000 in total savings. Exactly. That is why we are going to trade those plants. I stayed up and leveled up just last night. Lin Yuan clicked his tongue and crunched the numbers on his new spirits in his head. While passing a stall, he suddenly felt the plants there literally calling out to him. Looks like Lin Yuan's powers are leveling up way faster than he expected. Now he could clearly feel if other spirits liked him or totally hated his guts. The ones glowing with a faint, pale light were the most friendly ones around. But man, from clear pond lilies to fairy gems, there were just way too many different plant spirits trying to vibe with him right now. Lin Yuan started to wonder, is my compatibility really this broad? Am I a match for healing and support types too? Lin Yuan, look at this. Genius' voice suddenly snapped him out of his deep thoughts. He turned around and saw the kitten busy haggling like a pro for a hard-skinned rabbit, the exact elite defensive spirit he was looking for. Its skill is called Hardened Skin. It can produce a protective scale-like layer over the contractor's own skin, which helps block and reduce a lot of incoming damage. The guy was asking 80,000 for it. Genius straight up lowballed him for 10,000 when the seller dropped the price to 60,000. The cat only grudgingly went up to 20,000 and wouldn't he budge. Lin Yuan quickly snatched the rabbit and apologized to the poor seller. My bad, my 100 questions beast is a total jerk. Lin Yuan, what are you doing? If you kept bargaining, I totally could lock that in for 20,000. Smarty looked pissed, so he whispered in its ear, look, we gotta compare prices, you get me? They kept browsing. Next up was a potted landscape turtle. Just a basic tortoise, nothing special quality-wise. Its giant skill lets it blow up in size to shield the contractor hiding behind it. It blocks damage, but Smarty thinks it's way too slow. Lin Yuan's not feeling it either because its rank is trash, and he's got zero time to level it up. Moving up, they found a dark lamb pig next. An armored, defensive beast at elite rank 1. Its main skill is curl, letting it roll its body into a perfect sphere. Then it just rolls around to move, helping the contractor dodge hits and stay out of trouble. But this pig is a total coward, just as bad as that hard-skinned rabbit. Neither Lin Yuan nor Smarty liked it. How about we just go back for that rabbit? Smarty made the suggestion, but Lin Yuan insisted on one more lap around the market. After some serious walking, he finally set his sights on a plate-horned goat. This rock-type creature is already at elite rank 7. It's got perfect quality and 2 skills. One is brace, using those massive horns for heavy defense, plus horn strike, which uses those same horns to smash into targets. Lin Yuan was sold. He asked the vendor, "Hey man, 100,000 for this goat. What do you say?" The vendor lazily opened one eye and said he had to check with his wife first. While the guy was on the phone, Smarty couldn't help but talk smack about Lin Yuan. "Look, I checked the market prices last night. These goats usually go for 50,000. Even the rare ones are only 90,000 at most. You're overpaying. Offering that much makes you look like some rich poser. It's called being sincere," Lin Yuan replied. "You're still a total rookie when it comes to negotiating." Lin Yuan snapped back. The vendor finally finished the call with his wife, but he came back with a price of 120,000. "Take it or leave it." Lin Yuan was crushed. That's 20,000 over his budget. He just couldn't swing it, and it didn't look like there were any other defensive beasts left in this market. Just as he was stuck, the guy at the next stall yelled out, "Thanks for the support, everyone. All the beast meat is sold out for today. To all the customers who didn't get any, I want to say I'm truly sorry." As soon as he finished, the crowd started groaning. "How did it sell out so fast? Boss, I saw some heavily injured beasts in the back. Why don't we just butcher those and sell the meat?" "Yeah, who knows when we'll find a deal this good again." The moment he heard about those injured beasts, Lin Yuan's eyes lit up like stars. The stall owner made it clear he was going to butcher those animals. The crowd started to thin out since nobody could heal them. Lin Yuan took the chance and squeezed his way in. "Listen kid, you're too late. The meat is all gone, and I won't be selling any more beast meat after today." The owner looked at him, but Lin Yuan just said, "Boss, I'm not here for meat. I want to see those injured beasts." Lin Yuan could tell the owner was feeling pretty unstable. If he tried to bargain now, he'd probably just get tossed out on his face. But he wasn't his old self anymore. Lin Yuan activated Mobius' calming skill and used it directly on the owner. The owner's expression smoothed out, and he immediately became much calmer. He replied, "Look kid, I'm not actually that much older than you. You can just call me Brother Yang from now on. I've got 3 heavily injured beasts in the back. Let me show them to you." The guy was actually super honest. In the cages were 2 web-spitting spiders that looked healthy, but he admitted their bellies were completely torn open. Looking at them, they probably would last more than 2 days. Lin Yuan studied them closely and saw they were both elite rank 10. They have 2 skills. The first is conceal, which lets them spit out sharp, invisible webbing all over the ground. Their second skill is poison web, which lets them launch a web filled with deadly toxins. If that dimensional rift hadn't suddenly popped up out of nowhere, these 2 spiders would have definitely reached bronze rank very soon. These are the real deal. If they weren't so injured, a healthy web-spitting spider would easily go for 300,000 federal credits. Lin Yuan asked, "That's actually a low estimate. A support beast with this much crowd control and poison could sell for even more than that. But right now, selling both together for 150,000 credits is as good as it gets." Lin Yuan made up his mind. He told Brother Yang right then that he wanted to buy both of these spiders. The thing is, he was short on cash, so he wanted to trade some of his other beasts instead. "Look kid, I will be honest. Once I am done with these spirit beasts, I am planning to open up a brand new breeding base. Everything starts from scratch, so that beast you were trying to trade might not even be what I am looking for." He sighed, clearly bummed out because Lin Yuan didn't have the cash, but then Lin Yuan threw him a bone. "How about an elite grade King Lo instead?" Lin Yuan kept pushing the deal. Now Yang was actually listening. Elite grade King Los are crazy rare on the market, usually going for at least double their sticker price. If Lin Yuan isn't bluffing, There is no way Yang loses money on this trade. So he pulled out his final spirit beast, the one he had spent the most time and energy pouring his heart and soul into. It was a rhinoceros rock bull from the horned family, an earth element beast, currently level 10 elite rank. But the real kicker, its quality was straight up epic. For real. Its first skill is rock horn. Once it is activated, the bull launches a reckless, full-throttle kamikaze attack, totally ignoring any injuries to its own body. The second skill is sacrifice. It does exactly what it says, letting the contractors share the damage they take with the beast. Yang, what is the price for this rock bull? Lin Yuan's eyes were glowing brighter than a pair of high beams. Epic quality, almost bronze rank, and a defensive tank type. This thing was absolutely the perfect fit for someone like Chu Ci. You for real? The poor thing is in rough shape. Yang replied, looking totally shocked. Lin Yuan totally ignored the warning and offered 200,000 Federation coins to take it off his hands right now. That offer really caught him off guard. Does this kid actually have some secret way to heal up this broken rock bull? Yang figured unless Lin Yuan was some kind of master healer, buying all three of these beasts at once was just straight up insane, especially since he wanted to trade that elite grade King Luo for them on top of everything else. Yang, trust me, my King Luo won't let you down. Lin Yuan spoke with a mix of dead serious confidence and total swagger. Yang sighed and finally took a leap of faith. If Lin Yuan bought all three, he could finally pack up his stall and head home early. Once they finished up here, they'd head over to check out that elite King Lu. Yang brought a storage crate for the rock bull and the web spitter. As he spoke, he pulled out a small, shimmering cube from his pocket. When he tossed it down, the cube expanded instantly, leaving Smarty staring in total awe. Lin Yuan, what is that thing? It asked. That is a beast crate, a special invention from Ostrich Logistics. It lets you store your spirit beasts right inside of it. It shrinks to fit and cuts the weight way down, making travel super easy. Wait, they make gears this cool. Why haven't you ever used one of those things on us? Smarty kept prying. Isn't it obvious? We never had the spare cash to buy one of these before. The three remaining beasts were sucked right into Yang's storage crate in an instant. Seeing that massive rock bull fit inside made Smarty super hyped, but unlike the excited little guy, Yang just looked kind of sad and depressed. This storage crate is bronze rank. Those two rock bulls will probably never be given the chance to reach bronze rank themselves. After that, he summoned his personal beast, a flowing crown fire lizard from the crested family, currently sitting at level 7 bronze rank. So, what do you think? Kid, not a bad job raising this one, right? Yang was clearly proud of his fire lizard, petting its head while he talked. As for Lin Yuan, his jaw literally hit the floor the second it appeared. This fire lizard of his actually had 3 whole skills. Its poison damage was the real deal. Lin Yuan was so hyped he started bouncing around the lizard, checking it out until the creature actually got pretty annoyed. But getting an up-close look at a bronze rank beast like this is a rare opportunity. No way Lin Yuan was passing that up. Watching the kid list every single skill at a glance really made Yang start to wonder. This kid is something else. So young, yet he knows as much as a pro researcher. He is either a natural-born genius or he definitely has some serious heavy hitter backing him up. Looks like I might have actually made the right bet here. Right then, a few people started yelling. Turns out, summoning that big lizard had scared the smaller beasts so much they were too terrified to even eat. My bad. We are headed out right now. Old Yang scratched his head, embarrassed, and climbed onto the back of his lizard. Lin Yuan hopped on, and once he was set, they took off. That fire lizard was moving way faster than any city bus UDC. It left that donkey cart in the dust, nearly throwing Lin Yuan and Smarty right off the back from the speed. They hit the shop in no time. Lin Yuan stumbled off, dizzy as hell, but still barely managing to walk in a straight line. Seeing that, Yang joked, "Man, you've got a pretty strong stomach, kid. Regular people usually barf their guts out the first time they ride a streak flame lizard. But honestly, it's a total rush. Soaring on a flying spirit beast and looking down at the world feels absolutely insane." "Ha, you're giving me too much credit, Yang. I'm actually the one who should be thanking you. I've never actually ridden a bronze tier beast before. My place is a total dump, so make yourself at home." Yang Lin Yuan said, as he pushed the front door wide open. Old Yang scanned the shop with a doubtful look. He was starting to have some serious second thoughts about this place. Lin Yuan's tiny shop looked straight up budget. It definitely didn't look like a place where a legendary master would ever choose to hide out. He started doing the math. If those usni plants weren't up to code, he'd just wasted a whole trip and would be headed home with absolutely nothing. But the second he caught a glimpse of those pots on the shelf, Old Yang's entire attitude flipped completely. A creator? There has to be a creator behind this. Elite tier usni with this kind of quality is physically impossible to grow without a creator helping out. He thought to himself. Old Yang couldn't hide his excitement. He told Lin Yuan these plants went way beyond his expectations because they were all elite tier with insane quality. These plants are super hard to find on the open market. Total rarities, Lin Yuan replied, his voice practically dripping with pride. Before they evolved, I actually grew these in special soil packed with high-energy mineral stones. That's why the roots grew so thick. Their quality is 100% guaranteed, no doubt about it. Just to be sure, Old Yang sliced a leaf open to check it. It was juicy and the stem was flawless. This proved Lin Yuan wasn't lying at all. This was absolute top-tier usni. Getting his hands on these meant it was finally time for Old Yang's luck to change for the better. It made him remember all those times he tried his luck with other creators in the past, but those guys were total snobs who looked down on him. Since he didn't have the legendary treasures they demanded, he just got kicked to the curb. You see, if you want a creator's help, you've got to pay up with the exact spirit materials they were hunting for. But given Yang's low rank, there was absolutely zero chance he could ever find materials that rare. But after seeing the usni Lin Yuan grew, a new spark of hope ignited in his heart. He felt that if he could just stay on this kid's good side, his whole future would be way more promising. So Yang, are you satisfied with this batch of usni? Since the guy was quiet for so long, Lin Yuan decided to speak up first. Oh, I'm satisfied. All right, let's talk about the price. Honestly, these are absolute top shelf. If you put these on the star web for $30,000, they'd be gone in a heartbeat. I will pay a top price of $30,000 per pot for a full set of 100. You think you can handle an order that big? Hearing that, Smarty felt totally shell-shocked. 33,000 per pot for 100 pots. Exactly how much crazy money are they about to make? Since the day it bonded with Lin Yuan, it had never seen this kind of crazy money. As for Lin Yuan, he agreed with a huge smile. It was perfect timing, since he needed massive amounts of spirit beasts to boost his rank. Usni plants were definitely the easiest way to grind. Seeing Lin Yuan agree so casually to such a massive deal only made Yang more certain that the kid was a total pro who'd seen it all. He likely had a legendary master backing him, and this crappy-looking shop was probably just a clever smokescreen to hide his true power. He asked again, how many days do you think you will need to get the rest of the order ready for me? Lin Yuan thought about it for a second before saying 7 days. It took about an hour to evolve each individual pot of usni. Plus, he'd already spent 2 whole days just healing up the spirit beast he was planning to give to Chu Ci. With some rest time mixed in, 7 days was the absolute fastest he could manage. Lin Yuan thought that was slow, but Yang looked like he'd just hit the jackpot. Talk about a lucky break. It feels like the heavens are finally showing Old Yang some love. My luck is officially turning around. 7 days is lightning fast. This kid is a straight-up miracle worker. They closed the deal super fast. Yang left 3 spirit beasts behind and took 30 elite tier usni pots. Lin Yuan didn't even bother asking for a deposit on the other 70 pots. He just told Yang to show up on time and settle the entire tab then. So Yang headed out looking totally hyped. Complete 180 from the miserable, exhausted guy he was when they first met at the market. Once he was gone, Lin Yuan got back to the most exhausting task on his list, healing up all the broken spirit beasts he'd just picked up. Looking at that massive rhinoceros bull in the backyard, Chime felt a bit nervous. He asked Lin Yuan, is this big guy really staying long-term? There's no way we can afford to feed him. Let's just save him first and worry about that later. Lin Yuan didn't waste a second. This rhinoceros bull was incredibly weak, and he had to move fast. Not long after he started the spirit QI transfer, the deep cuts on the rhinoceros bull's skin actually began to heal shut. Seeing the healing process actually working made Lin Yuan feel incredibly relieved and happy. He pushed himself to speed things up and pump in even more spirit QI. But as soon as he did, the bull's body started twisting in pain as it let out a series of agonizing cries. Then, out of nowhere, its entire body was suddenly locked away behind a thin but rock-solid shimmering shield. Lin Yuan starts panicking. What is with this weird reaction? Is this the bottleneck for the rock rhino to finally reach bronze grade? If that is the case, he definitely cannot give up now. Lin Yuan forces himself to keep pumping spiritual energy into the rhino to smash that barrier, even if it is pushing his limits. Finally, thanks to Lin Yuan's relentless effort, that shield completely shatters. He actually did it. He finished healing the rock rhino and even managed to rank it up to bronze grade. Evolution complete, although the rock rhino's skills are still exactly the same as before. It unlocked an exclusive trait. Even crazier, Lin Yuan gets to choose one out of 3 different special abilities. First is Scale Hide, adding a layer of armored scales to its skin. Then there is the Roll trait, which helps the rock rhino move faster while saving a ton of stamina. Finally, Pain Absorption turns a portion of incoming damage directly into health points. This is a total steal, picking 1 out of 3, man. Those first 2 options sound pretty sweet too, but honestly, that roll skill is basically useless for a defensive type beast like this one. Scale Hide would grow a thick layer of armored scales. Besides boosting defense, the friction from those scales could even add some extra damage during a charge. Still kind of meh, but Pain Absorption, that is on a whole different level. Taking hits while siphoning damage to heal, isn't this the perfect skill for a tanky beast that loves getting hit? The more it is attacked, the tougher it gets. I am locking in Pain Absorption. The stat sheet pops up. Species name, Iron Bull Rhino, part of the giant horn family. Forest genus, bronze grade level 1 out of 10. Metal attribute, common quality. Skill, rock horn, coats both horns in metal, powering up for a reckless, devastating charge. Sacrifice, when the contractor gets injured, it steps in to take some of that damage for them. Exclusive trait, Pain Absorption, which converts incoming damage into pure life force. Lin Yuan believes that if he uses rock horn and Pain Absorption the right way, he can create a perfect combat loop. It won't just be a defensive tank anymore. It will be a high-attack beast disguised in a layer of heavy armor. Using this as the first beast for my sister is the perfect move. Let's see if any punks dare to mess with her now. Smarty thinks that makes Chu Ci and this Iron Bull Rhino the real-life version of Beauty and the Beast. Right? Like I care, my sister's safety is the only thing that matters right now. Plus, it's not like you're not a beast too. He thinks to himself, yeah, not only did the rhino evolve, but my own spiritual power jumped up. The higher the beast evolves, the more spiritual energy feedback I get in return. Hey, you know you're heavy, right? Just breaking through to bronze with the Iron Bull Rhino almost drained me dry. I wonder what level I could reach if I became a top-tier creator and combined my skills with legendary treasures. Smarty is super curious. How is Lin Yuan going to send it to his sister? He just opens his phone and taps, Ostrich Logistics is the way. I have got some cash and I am in a rush. So I booked express delivery. They will be here any second. It is shocked. What express? Do I get to fly like whoosh? Smarty's voice is full of pure joy. This is awesome. I am finally going to fly at the Lunar Palace. The items are listed. 3 parts patchouli, 1 part deep sea ebony, and 1 part platinum beast blood. Sikong asks for an opinion, City Lord Ling Xiao, but she interrupts. Stop talking. The ingredients are mixed together, and a brilliant green light starts glowing from the test tube. A finger points up, signaling them to move. The sheer pressure terrifies them both. Just preparing the potion creates such insane power it actually forces their own protective spiritual energy out. Is this really the level of a 5-star creator? After Moon grabs the test tube, which has turned red. All right, summon the beast you want to evolve. Sikong Ling Xiao says confidently, I told you not to worry. Sikong summons his spirit beast. Thank you, Lady After Moon. This is the one. The Black Panther catches the vial in its mouth and drinks. It collapses, trembling hard on the ground, which makes him really worry. Lady After Moon, is it? She reassures him, relax. It is just evolving to legendary grade. You just need to fuse the rune you have mastered to turn it into a fantasy breed. He finally breathes a sigh of relief. Thank you, Lady After Moon. I am willing to work myself to the bone for you, even if I have to walk through fire. The Black Panther begins its power breakthrough. letting out a roar that shakes the entire room. Over by Moon Rabbit, she finally wakes up. The panther is still shaking and groaning after Moon hugs the rabbit and says coldly no need to walk through fire. But regarding the creator selection process, these exams only happen every 3 years and you have to go one rank at a time. How are we supposed to find real talent like that? Sikong realizes, you mean this year's creator exam will allow candidates to skip ranks. She pets the rabbit's head and says, slowly moving from rank 1 to rank 2 is enough. Listen up, anyone who clears the level 1 creator exam in under 2 hours gets a pass on those 3 life skill tests. They go straight to level 2. Spread the word immediately. Saikong noted every single word. Yes, meanwhile, Ling Xiao started to catch on. Are you shaking things up because the Federation exams haven't found any real prodigies lately? Seems like these kids can't even grasp a basic rune will. So you decided it was time for a change, right? You're gonna deny it. Look, this is personal. As a 5-star creator, I see Bamboo Lord and the Chief already took on students. There is no way I am letting those 2 old geezers outdo me. Her heart skipped a beat. Is the Moon Empress actually taking an apprentice? Then she kept talking. Plus, the dimensional tide is rolling in and Purplethorn City is basically ground zero for those nasty insect rifts. As the city lord, your job is to keep the peace and protect the land. Every single rift needs a guard posted. Zero room for error. Ling Xiao saluted, telling her not to worry since he was the one running this city. Ling Xiao would always be Purplethorn's backbone. Meanwhile, Lin Yuan was flying out on a beast. Uncle Tang noticed him gagging and tried to calm him down. You doing okay, kid? Once we clear the clouds, the ride gets way smoother. Lin Yuan tried his best to look tough. I am good. Uncle Tang nodded, praising his clever 100-question beast. Too bad we are at max weight, or I would have let it hitch a ride too. Smarty started complaining, saying he really wanted to go along for the ride. Yin Yan gets to fly every single day, but this time only Lin Yuan gets the trip while I am stuck here. Lin Yuan did his best to quiet the creature. Be a good boy, and I will bring you back some treats. Do not worry, there will be plenty of other chances. Then he stopped. Okay, we are here. Take a good look, kid, and try not to freak out about the height. This is that famous scenic view right outside our very own Purplethorn City. First time seeing it, we are lucky the moon is out, because if it were pitch black, you would totally miss the vibe. Lin Yuan soaked it all in. Yeah, this is definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. Suddenly, he felt something starting to take shape deep inside his mind. It was a rune will. Lin Yuan knew it for a fact. This was the spirit of the mountains and rivers. Certain spirit beasts would be a perfect match for this. Uncle Tang looked back, still a bit worried, and asked if the kid was doing all right. He told him he was fine. We have already cleared a few mountain ranges, so how much longer until we reach the city? He figured by tomorrow morning. Wait, I thought we would be there before dawn. Uncle Tang just shrugged and put the blame right back on him. Well, you were looking pretty green earlier, so I had to slow down for you. Lin Yuan just covered his mouth and toughed it out. Forget about me, just go full throttle. The old man grinned and gave Lin Yuan exactly what he asked for. You got it? The next morning at the academy, students were everywhere, gossiping. Wait, I thought today was the big day for signing contracts with our spirit beasts. So why is everyone heading to the training grounds? Sounds like the schedule changed. I heard we are diving straight into combat practice after the ceremony. Why did they move up the combat classes? Word is they are scouting for the Purplethorn 100. So the whole school schedule got bumped up. They are trying to weed out everyone except the real prodigies. Yeah, that sounds about right. My buddy at another school was just texting me, complaining about how crazy things have gotten lately. Up on the stage, the teacher announced that this session would be combat practice for the seniors and the very first live drill for the freshmen. Once the contracts are signed, you will draw numbers to spar with the 12th graders. The whole point is to get used to your spirit beasts' skills. Do not sweat it. It is just a friendly match. But Liu Xing was already stressing out about having to go up against the upperclassmen. Chu Ci, are you seriously going to sign a contract with that plain old gray beetle? Really? Chu Ci just gave a short grunt, his eyes locked on the container holding his beetle out on the field. The beast battles had already kicked off. The teacher announced that in match number 8, the freshman flying mouse literally ran away, giving the seniors an easy win. Everyone started grumbling. It is Totally unfair. We just signed our contracts and they expect us to fight seniors with tons of combat experience. The matches were a total landslide. One girl nudged her friend, telling him he was up next. You are the best in our class, so you better show them what is up. The teacher called out for the 9th match to begin. You ready? Leixing stepped onto the field, and the whole crowd immediately started whispering. That is Feng Leixing. I heard his family has major ties to the Creator Guild. He is aiming for the Purple Thorn 102, right? Apparently he just needs a couple more wins to qualify. But hey, wasn't Chu Ci supposed to be a top-tier prospect too? Word is Chu Ci's spirit beast is totally acting up. Leixing smirked, thinking how lucky he was that the guild's latest update handed him these random losers just so he could farm them for easy wins. Talk about perfect timing. I am not just hitting the top 100. Becoming the Moon Empress sex disciple is actually on the table. This kid is headed straight for the top. Besides, I heard this freshman girl, Chu Ci, is stuck with a basic gray beetle. Seriously, how is she even supposed to win with that? Blame your family for being broke. It is a total waste of your natural talent. Chu Ci told herself she could not quit, even with just this gray beetle. I am ready, she announced. Then, someone called out from behind her. Chu Ci looked up in shock. Teacher, you brought me a dog. Is that all you think I can handle? At least this yellow spotted dog is elite level. Do not waste your potential on that gray beetle. As Chu Ci started to speak, a voice boomed from above, telling everyone to wait. It was Lin Yuan flying toward them. Chu Ci gasped. What? He landed and thanked the teacher. I have already brought a spiritual pet for Chu Ci. Lin Yuan placed a box in her hands. Glad I made it in time. Kid, sign the contract with it. Trust me. The teacher looked worried. Is this legit? If not, you can still try the yellow spotted dog. It is a bit stubborn, she added. Suddenly, Li Hang laughed, grabbing everyone's attention. He cockily said, fine, any pet will do. Gray beetles, spotted dogs, or whatever other junk you have. Nothing can beat this king beetle. I have been training since it was a baby. The notification popped up. Name king beetle, species giant scarab, level bronze tier, rank 1 out of 10, type insect, quality rare, skill giant horn ram. It channels all its power into the massive horn on its head for a suicidal ram, ignoring its own safety. A berserk rush triggered during charge attacks. Damage is boosted by 50%. Unique trait active. Insect vision allows it to see right through the camouflage of any lower-level spiritual pets. The teacher froze. She did not expect him to go this hard. A king beetle. And it is huge. That yellow spotted dog would not stand a single chance. From the back, Lin Yuan thought to himself, a bronze tier. Looks like this guy actually has some skills. Chu Ci frowned. Brother, is this a bronze tier Iron Ox Rhino? She wondered where they could have gotten that kind of cash. Did you sell the shop? He patted her head. Kid, do not overthink it. Just focus on the task. I know you can do this. Her brother's words gave her a boost of confidence. Yeah, don't worry about it. Chu Ci pressed the buttons on the box with her thumbs. I am fine. I swear I will not waste all your hard work. A blue glow wrapped around Chu Ci as a blinding light burst out, sealing the spirit contract. Everyone gasped when they saw what was behind Chu Ci. What on earth is that? It looks like it's made of solid steel, a giant iron ox. Li Hang was still acting cool. Not a bad entrance, I guess. But I bet your little sister has no clue how much real battle experience matters for a pro. Such a shame after all the work you put in to get that iron ox. She ordered the rhino. The fight is not over yet. Iron Ox Rhino, its eyes burned with rage as it charged the opponent. The teacher's eyes widened. That is definitely a bronze tier Iron Ox Rhino. Plus, it is a perfect ancestral throwback, making it one of the top spiritual pets among the bronze defense types. That rhino horn alone is worth 700,000 federal credits. From behind her, Lin Yuan told the teacher not to judge it by its price. She just can't help herself. It is a bad habit when you are a spiritual material analyst. The horns of the two beasts slammed together. Li Hang scoffed. You are so naive. Your ox is clearly a defensive pet. Why would you attack so recklessly? He declared, now let me show you the real combat power of a high attack class beast. The armor pig launched its move, giant horn ram. Chu Ci quickly countered, Iron Ox Rhino, hold firm. Li Hang thought to himself, wait, it missed by that much. She just signed the contract and already knows how to boost her pet with energy. This girl has real talent. The teacher sighed, glad she did not get knocked out. Chu Ci is pretty bold. One little taunt, and she just charges right in. She is definitely low on battle experience, but only Lin Yuan knew better. Not quite. If she could master the rhino's skills the very second they bonded, then attacking first was actually a smart strategy to test the waters and probe her opponent. Seeing the armor pig run in circles around the rhino, the crowd started whispering, "What is he doing? That iron ox will never catch him." But what is the point of circling? Lahang thought, what a bunch of idiots. Why else would an attack class pet move like that? To find the perfect angle for a finishing blow. Obviously, the armor pig seized the moment to strike the rhino. His voice was full of triumph. "Hey kid, do you even have any idea what you are about to go up against?" Meanwhile, the armor pig closed in on the rhino. Thick dust from the massive impact filled the air, making it impossible for Chu Ci to see. Everyone in the crowd started talking at once. That was one hell of a hit. Is that big iron ox really no match for an attack class beast? She is famous for that one-hit kill move at our school. The teacher sighed, saying that although the iron ox rhino is known for being tough as nails, it is pumping all her mana into it to hold the line, but even if she tanks the first hit, that relentless barrage will still finish her off. Putting a third year against a freshman in a real fight is totally unfair. How does the school not see the problem here? Lum Vin stayed cool, thinking it is fine. After all, that specific skill was chosen exactly for a high-pressure moment like this one. Spotted the opening and shouted. Right then, the system pinged to activate her exclusive trait. Pain absorption, now we are talking. Everyone felt that shift in the air. Wait, what is happening? The energy around the iron ox rhino is shifting. Look, its wounds are actually healing. Is that its skill? The teacher realized with shock. It is pain absorption. It tanks the damage and converts that pain directly into pure health. This is a seriously rare and exclusive skill. He was beaming with pride. That is my girl. Even though it is her first real combat and first time using the iron ox rhino, she totally owned the battlefield and nailed the timing perfectly. Han has no clue he is in danger yet. Even a metal hide is just a heavy punching bag. The Power King beetle lunges again, aiming a massive strike at the rhino's head. Everyone is stunned. Insane, those hits keep coming and the power is not dropping at all. But Speety's iron ox rhino is just standing there taking it. The teacher turned around, skeptical. Are you telling me that iron ox rhino you picked does not have a single counter-attack move? Why is Sefta letting it get trashed? Are you really her brother or what? He calmed her down, relaxed. Did you not say her spirit animal is a defensive type? Trust me, she definitely has a plan cooked up for this. He ordered the Power King beetle to finish it off with a full power, massive horn thrust. Game over. Kid, it spun like a drill and dove down. Sati yelled, "This is it, get ready, iron ox rhino ground horn. Now." Someone gasped, "No way, is she actually using the terrain as a weapon? Is that even legal?" He smiled, impressed. Great improvisation, nicely done. Lel Hioyun was fuming, determined to teach them a lesson. Enough with these cheap tricks. Smashed through, the Power King beetle slammed into the dirt, sending rocks flying everywhere. Sept kept her cool and commanded the rhino to use ground horn again. When that beetle lunged for the kill, the rhino used its entire body to tank the hit. The crowd was stunned that iron ox actually blocked it. They watched in shock as the two beasts locked horns in a brutal struggle. How is this even possible? They are neck and neck. That Power King beetle was totally dominating just a second ago. The teacher explained that the beetle's massive horn thrust is actually a suicide move. It ignores its own safety to deal max damage. So when it hits the iron ox insane defense, things get ugly. Every strike it lands actually hurts itself too. Plus, it looks like this beetle was specifically trained by that student for one purpose only, focused purely on maximum attack power and locking onto the target. He totally underestimated the chance of an equal rank pet actually stopping his charge. The students finally got it. So that is the deal. Lum Vei knew the risks. This glass cannon build is meant to overwhelm enemies and end the fight fast. High risk, high reward. But if you do not get quick knockout, you are in trouble. Someone cheered as the beetle started losing ground. Awesome. Look, the Power King beetle just slipped. Lady Luck is finally on Seti's side, but the teacher shook her head. This is not luck. Sure, they are both battle pets, but an insect's balance cannot compete with an iron ox rhino during a long, grueling wrestling match like this. Besides, the mental state of the summoner directly impacts the spirit animal too. This is basic textbook knowledge. Kids, Helen was absolutely livid. Damn it, she is just some random freshman nobody. How is she winning? First she binds an equal rank pet, and now she uses a defensive type to stonewall my strongest attack. Unbelievable. The universe is trolling me. Fine, I am going all out. People get hurt in real combat all the time. Do not blame me. The Power King beetle backed off, then lunged straight for the girl, but the Hino head-butted that beetle right back where it came from. It got launched high into the air, but somehow the beetle redirected its trajectory mid-fall, aiming a desperate strike directly at FFT. The teacher snapped, "That is a total fool." He yelled out in a panic, "Get out of there, it is too dangerous." Sati stayed frosty and ordered the rhino to shield her. "Now use ground horn on the floor again." A massive spike erupted, launching the Beetle King sideways. The alert rang out. The Power King beetle is out of bounds. Heyun stared in pure horror as his defeat became official. What? The teacher pointed her way. "The winner is the freshman student, Smarty." Cheers exploded across the arena. "Way to go, Suda." She finally pulled off a win. The teacher slapped Lemon Vin on the back, praising the girl's performance. So she used ground horn multiple times just to stack up debris on the battlefield. That made the final strike powerful enough to launch the beetle out. That is exactly why she is my star student. Man, you got skills. Little sis big brother did good. Didn't he think you de-snagged such a sick beast? Hey, watch the hitting. That actually hurts. Chill out. Lady, you have a grip like a tank. Chu Ci leans into his chest, calling his name. Lin Yuan whispers, "I saw the whole thing, kid. Congrats." She pouts and demands, "Where did this cash come from? Did you sell our shop without money? How are you gonna treat your illness? Do you ever think about yourself?" Lin Yuan pats her head, soothing her. "Stop that. Your big bro is all better now. Business is actually popping off lately." Chu Ci looks shocked. "Wait, seriously? For real?" The teacher jumps in, saying, "Hate to kill the vibe, but time's short, so I need to clarify something." With Chu Ci as raw talent, the school is fast-tracking her into the Purple Thorn 100 qualifiers. "I know you were skeptical, but we talked about this." She explains the Purple Thorn qualifiers are just the entry-level stage for this local area. The ultimate goal is earning a spot in the Radiance 100. That's the real national stage, the absolute peak. Even though Chu Ci is just a freshman, her talent is so insane she can easily crush those local qualifiers. The academy is putting all its resources behind her. Trust me, this girl is gonna level up fast. Lin Yuan thanks her for looking after his sis. "Don't worry, teacher, when it comes to her spirit beasts and resources, I'm going all in to support her." The teacher nods. "Developing young talent like hers is exactly what I'm here for." Chu Ci, "Since you refree this afternoon, show your brother the campus." "Hey, what about this yellow spotted dog?" She says she low-raised it herself. Later that night, walking, Lin Yuan asks, "I told you, I can feel spirit energy again. You want a demonstration or something?" "What? You done trust your own big brother." Chu Ci isn't convinced. "I gotta see it to believe it. Plus, that Iron Bull Rhino was pricey, right?" He pulls out his phone. "Fine, look for yourself." "Whoa, that's a lot of zeros." Chu Ci gasps, "You actually made this much?" Lin Yuan explains that after his energy returned, he realized he's a natural creation master, so he started taking commissions. "So just focus on school, nail those qualifiers, and get a high ranking. No more part-time jobs for you. I'm also prepping for the creation master exam." She cheers. "For real? That's awesome." Lin Yuan smiles. "Let's go celebrate with a killer meal." Chu Ci immediately wants hot pot, and he's not about to say no. "Deal, order whatever you want." That night, Lin Yuan hops on his spirit beast and takes off. He starts mapping out the future. Since his sister's school life is on track, he's gotta grind harder too. That exam won't be a walk in the park. He needs every beginner book for spirit researchers and material analysts. It's a massive stack of books, but having Genius help out should make it double. In today's battle, even though she timed the damage sharing skill perfectly, it was really her rock-solid spirit energy that anchored the whole victory. As for me, my current energy levels aren't even close to what a real spirit professional needs. Plus, the requirements to upgrade Mobius' exclusive spirit lock trait are honestly way too brutal. Does it really have to start at normal rank level 1? Suddenly, the beast accelerates. "Whoa, why the sudden speed boost?" Uncle Tang scoffs. "Dumb question. I'm already late. If I don't show off this Black-Winged Falcon's top speed, you'll definitely slap me with a 1-star review." Lin Yuan hesitates, "But I have shopping to do." He shrugs. "Same thing either way. Just order on Star Web. Ostrich Express will get it there today." Seeing the bird passed out cold on the ground, he asks, "Is your bird actually okay?" Uncle Tang waves it off. "Relax, kid. He's fine. Right, looks like a successful trip. You got all your gear, so don't forget to leave us a 5-star review. Lin Yuan nods. For sure, thanks for the hustle. Staring at the packages, he mutters to himself, damn, that was fast. Seriously, online shopping is the GOAT these days. I definitely need to set up my own digital storefront. Maybe I won't even have to hit the physical spirit markets anymore. It's way safer. Lin Yuan opens his door. Genius. Chime, I'm at home. They both rush out to meet him. What took you so long? We missed you like crazy. Genius is mid-sprint when he suddenly skids to a halt. Wait a sec. He sees him cuddling Chime and gets jealous instantly. I don't care what you say. I'm officially pouting. Chime looks confused. Genius. Come on, didn't I let you fly around for ages today? Stop being so dramatic. He tries to pet its head. My bad. Next time you're coming for sure. But Genius swerves the head scratches. I'm staying mad for 2 days. Even braised pork won't fix this. Hearing the hint, Lin Yuan reaches into his shirt. Such a brat. Good thing I planned ahead. He opens a box, releasing a savory aroma. Genius, the special apology gift is all for you. The little guy completely freezes up like he's been hit by a stun spell. That canned meat smell is hitting different. It is so good it is making Smarty drool, man. How am I supposed to resist this deliciousness? Let us be clear, I am not done being mad. I am just putting my grudge on a shorter timer. Lin Yuan ignored him. Alright, fine, I hear you. If you like it that much, I'll buy it every single day. Yin wanted in too. What about me? Do not forget me. Lin Yuan pulled out something else. Elite grade Kingla, just for Yin. From now on, this pot is your personal stash. Yin was moved. Yesterday, he would not even give him a bite. Smarty was eating but kept an eye on him. Lin Yuan, are you not hungry? Lin Yuan grabbed the boxes. You guys go ahead, I need to sort this stock. Once all the pots were lined up in the corner, Smarty gasped, man, that is a lot. Even he was shocked. He did not expect to have this many. Yin noticed something weird. Lin Yuan, look at that one. He walked over to take a closer look, where, let me see, under the pot was a card. Buy 100 Kingla, get a free lily of the same rank. They are doing buy one, get one promos now. Lin Yuan froze as he read the details on the card. Wait a second, a lily. It has the spirit lock trait. The Mobius space normally cannot support spiritual life forms. First, the starting level of the pet cannot be higher than the rank of Mobius itself. Second, Mobius will not level up alone. When pet ranks up, Mobius follows along and gains the pet's initial skill at the same time. But Mobius will not get extra skills later. Third, every time Mobius hits a new rank, the number of pets. Lin Yuan suddenly remembered. Right, how did I forget? The perfect spiritual pet for me is a healer, a support, or a plant. He smiled, picking up the pot to get a better look at it. This is it, a normal grade healing plant with actual medical skills. Lin Yuan gave the pet's orders. Smarty, you and Yin stay downstairs. Keep an eye on those pots. Smarty nodded. Got it. He stretched out his muscles and got ready to get to work. All right, let us give this a shot. Lin Yuan touched the pot, and a wave of power surged out. System alert. Spirit lock activated. He was surprised he had not rested and his mental energy was low, but there was no turning back now. Update notification. A gold ring appeared on his wrist as the contract was set. Spirit lock complete. He checked it out. Nice. No mental drain this time around. If I keep pouring energy in, there is no doubt I can keep leveling this thing up. 1 hour later, Spirit Lock updated. The normal Lily reached Elite Rank 1 rare quality, skills, healing and wound recovery. Lin Yuan breathed a massive sigh of relief. The upgrade was finished. He was dying to see the results. Then Mobius must be. The notification popped up. Name Mobius, species unknown, rank Elite Rank 1 type, space and god rare quality, skill, true data. It turns complex info into data that the naked eye cannot see. This data can reveal the hidden truth behind any facade and keep your mind centered. Passive skill, centering effect grows with level, helping to keep your spirit stable. It gives a chance to resist negative status effects. Trait, Spirit Lock. The Mobius space can now nurture pets. The pet starting level be higher than Mobius. Mobius itself cannot rank up while a pet is being nurtured inside. Mobius will level up right alongside the pet and inherit that creature's initial skill set. But Mobius will not get new skills on level up. Each rank allows for one more pet. The upgrade method stays the same. He was stunned to see the golden power radiating out. The level really did go up. As the area expanded, Lin Yuan realized, is this the Spirit Lock space for Mobius? It looks twice as big as before. Someone called from behind. Lin Yuan, can you hear me? He replied, loud and clear. Mobius, I just realized, can you actually talk now? It answered, once I hit elite rank, I can speak. Lin Yuan asked, so is this space your special power? Mobius confirmed, yes, this is my spirit lock space. As my contractor, you can modify and store any spiritual pets here as you please. He pointed to a pond with brass-colored water. Does this pond do anything? I do not feel any spiritual energy. Mobius replied, there is no energy at all, it is just regular old water. Lin Yuan was shocked to find something so basic in here. Huh. Then it added, water brings good luck. Well, that is some personality. Lin Yuan tossed something into the box. The stone immediately began glowing. Even these low-quality energy stones used for the plants could release spiritual energy efficiently. In here, Mobius explained the theory. Outside, energy leakage is hard to avoid, so you can never hit 100% efficiency. Inside the spirit lock space, spiritual energy stays trapped and won't leak. Toss in some premium energy stones, and the longer they sit, the thicker that energy gets. Lin Yuan gets the vibe immediately. So if I power up spirit creatures here, it'll be like way faster, right? Mobius nods. Exactly, and that uptime gets longer every time you level up. You get the gist. But man, this stuff takes some serious federal cash. Even low-tier energy stones are pricey, let alone the high-end stuff. Money is tight. I need to hustle for cash fast. Seeing Mobius start to fade, Lin Yuan panics. Little Wu, what's happening? He explains the deal. Relax. I can only keep up this clear communication for about 30 minutes a day. And time's up. Lin Yuan, remember, I was your very first contract spirit creature. Sorry for leeching your energy and soul for 10 years. No biggie, don't worry about it. Those 10 years actually cleared my head. Plus, there's hope now and we've got a long road ahead. The real grind starts now, but for Lin Yuan, the urge to nap is winning the fight. After a long sleep, he hits the daily grind again, while Genius plays on the computer. Vibing. Days later, after some serious hard work, Lin Yuan finally stops. Is it really this late? Those two are already out cold, with Genius even talking in his sleep. Lin Yuan grabs his gear and hits the light switch. He pulls out 2 spiders. Sweet. All that training and leveling up actually paid off. These 2 Funter spiders are saved. A week later, Ming Kai hops out of his car, praying for a miracle. Come on, luck be a lady. I need this win to finally change my life. Ming Kai thinks it over, delivering 100 pots of King La this fast is basically impossible. No way I'm lucky enough to find a shop run by a legit creator. While he is stressing, the door behind him swings open. Hey brother Yang, I knew you'd show. Ming Kai gives a nervous laugh. You were so confident and I'm kind of desperate. Lin Yuan invites him in. I get it, take a look. He's praying for 30 pots, minimum, just to stay afloat. If he gets that, his new breeding farm actually has a shot. Inside, the plants look incredible. They're everywhere. Shelves, tables, floor. Every single one is growing perfectly and looking super healthy. Lin Yuan reports, Brother Yang, here they are. You said you needed 76 more. So just pick your favorites from these 100. Seriously, he grabs the kid's hand, getting all choked up and emotional. Kid, you're a lifesaver. Lin Yuan is a little weirded out by the sudden hype. Easy now, Brother Yang, you're re-exaggerating. It's really not that big a deal. Ming Kai is ready to drop cash. Name your price. No haggling. Lin Yuan just asks for the base cost. That price tag hits him deep. He's found a real one. If the kid's down, they becoming sworn brothers tonight. Why would someone in the creator's inner circle bother with me? He's way out of my league. Seeing Ming Kai turn away, Lin Yuan calls out. The man makes the deal fast. Fine. Base price it is. Sounds good. Lin Yuan feels a bit confused. What is up with Brother Yang today? He's acting all twitchy. Ming Kai finishes up and says goodbye. I'm going to save my farm. You must visit soon. I'll save the best stuff for you. Lin Yuan gives him a wave. For sure, take it easy, Brother Yang. Lin Yuan thinks, is he really that hyped? Creators are top tier. The empty room feels weird. Haven't seen it this quiet in a while. Time to restock the inventory. Genius, did you figure out that Star Web registration yet? Suddenly, Genius lets out a yell. Lin Yuan, help. He rushes over. What's the matter? He runs down, eyes watering. Screen pops up. 100 question beast. Feline type from the species of genius cats. Rank elite 1 type spiritual. Quality, elite skills, perfect memory, can recall every single tiny detail with total accuracy. Knowledge analysis, can perform deep dives and break down any info stored in its memory. Genius is only worried about food. I am fat now, no more cookies for me. It's just fluffy fur, right? Lin Yuan picks him up and drops the big news. Genius, you leveled up, you're an elite rank now. He can't even believe it. It bragged cockily. Obviously I have, but I think it is just because I'm naturally way more talented than everyone else. If I used to only remember one energy biscuit, now I can keep track of 5 whole energy biscuits easily. Lin Yuan knew it. Looks like its favorite snack changed from braised pork to energy biscuits. He played along with the flattery. That's great. I'll definitely need your genius brain for a lot of stuff later. Chime puffed out its chest. Leave it to me. Then you suddenly remembered wait. Whereas Yin Yin, her voice echoed. Oh no, Lin Yuan. Chime. Lin Yuan saw this coming. Seriously, the same old script again. Yin Yin cried out, I think I am shrinking. Am I sick? Chime already had plenty of experience with this. Nah, you were just leveling up, right? Lin Yuan got ready. Let me take a look. The data screen showed her as a sound bird spirit, part of the blue sparrow kingfisher family. Rank, elite level 2. Type, sound and air element. Quality, elite tier pet. Skill 1, sonic spike. It fires a sharp needle of sound at a target. Skill 2, chaos current. It flaps its wings to create messy air gusts. He asked Yin Yang, so both your skills are for fighting? How come none of them have anything to do with singing? Your voice sounds heavenly now, but you gained the air element instead. Chime remembered. Speaking of skills, we did some secret testing. Looking at the 3 deep dents in the wooden table, Lin Yuan wondered if the sonic spike caused that damage. Yin Yin nodded. Yeah, we were just playing around together while you were out of the house. Chime suggested, try again to see if the power increased in the yard. Chime held up a wooden board for target practice. Alright, Yin Yan's 20th experiment is officially starting now. Yuan was getting pretty nervous. Chime, you were standing way too close to the target. It's dangerous. But Chime trusted its partner completely. We re good. 3 shots blasted out and pinned the board, making Chime jump. Hua, that was intense. He patted its head. Alright, let's see how chaos current works. Yin Yin unleashed a swirling vortex of air. Lin Yuan had to rethink its power. This power is on another level compared to the normal rank. Yin Yin is a legit combat-type spirit pet. Later, a staff member arrived. Boss, your delivery is here. Please come out and sign for it. He stepped outside. Okay, Chime begged Lin Yuan. Let's try Yin Yin's move again. It can probably punch a hole through sheet metal. He said no. We've seen enough. Let Yin Yin rest. She's exhausted. But Chime kept trying to convince him. But other people's moves aren't nearly as cool as Yin Yin's. Seeing Yin Yin fast asleep, Lin Yuan stayed firm. Let her rest and recover. You're 100 questions beast. Your type is different. Besides, you'll have plenty of chances to show off soon. Chime's eyes lit up. For real? Tell me everything. He carried the boxes inside. Maybe I should feed those 2 silk spinning spiders first. Chime was carrying a bowl toward the spider. Hey, stay back. Don't you dare bite me. Turns out being scared of spiders is just a natural instinct for most pets. Lin Yuan picked Chime up. Relax. I mean, just joking. Go ahead and record the info for the pets in the shop. I'm putting you in charge of all the paperwork from now on. A purple and green glow radiated from the 2 spiders. Chime looked on with pure curiosity. Lin Yuan, look, they were glowing different colors. He revealed they were about to evolve. Silk started wrapping around the spiders' bodies. 2 round cocoons quickly appeared before them. Chime was shocked. Both are evolving at once. Since when did you get so powerful? Lin Yuan explained. They were already on the verge of evolving. They were just badly injured before. Now that they have enough life force, evolving is just a given. 2 hours later, the cocoons twitched. Evolution update. Primal ancestry. Poison trait. The body and silk are now highly toxic. Evolution path. Spiritual mutation. Sticky web trait. The webbing is stickier now, making it much easier to trap targets. Chime gossiped about the 2 totally different paths. Even he was surprised. I didn't expect that. Big Brother Yang built a great foundation. It suggested selling them. I even registered the shop on the Star Web. He went upstairs to check if it was real. Let me take a look, the screen said. Please enter shop name. Lin Yuan was confused. Why now? Chime whispered. I left it blank on purpose so you could feel like part of the team. Lin Yuan's fingers flew across the keys. The screen displayed. Shop name, the No Regret Pet Boutique. Username, Deep Mountain Hermit. Chime hated the random name he picked. I worked so hard to register this shop, and you give it such a basic name. Lin Yuan had his reasons, no regrets, no mistakes. It's simple, easy to understand, and actually stays in your head. I think it is cool. Smarty has been waiting forever while you tinkered all day. Is that Star Web kit finished yet? We still have to test the card later. Lin Yuan calmed him down. Hang on, almost there. Just grab the card, scan this, and we are golden. Instantly, light trails flared around Lin Yuan like a tiny, glowing umbrella. Smarty was impressed. The scanning effect looks totally sick. Glowing lines appeared on the ivy pots as he tapped the card. Same thing happened with those 2 spiders over there. Smarty asked if they needed to silk spinning spiders. Lin Yuan was like, yeah, obviously we do. Those 2 are the real stars of the show, but first I have to deal with you. Smarty, take this, nowhere to run. He flinched and blocked. Cheap shot. As they warped into a different space, Smarty froze. Whoa, where the heck are we? Lin Yuan laughed. It is our shop on the Star Web. You really thought that long registration process was for some cheap, basic online store? Seeing the inside, he cheered. This place is huge. It has to be twice the size of our real shop. He added, of course, the Star Web is a virtual world built on data. Everything here is real, though it is all just rendered into these visual images for us. Smarty was confused. So how come none of our actual furniture from the shop got transferred in here? Lin Yuan looked awkward. Well, that is because decor on the Star Web costs extra money. We have to buy it. He sighed. Talk about a brutal reality check. You are just touching the card. Though, oh, I see doing that opens the menu. Lin Yuan hit the move button. Let us just head straight to the Star Web Community Hub and look around. The plaza appeared instantly. He warned him, Smarty, do not go wandering off. His eyes lit up. This place looks like 80 bowls of braised pork to me. I said do not wander off. A rhino nearby just stared at him like he was an idiot. Smarty noticed something. Lin Yuan pointed. Look over there. Is that a furniture and decor shop? Might be worth a look to see if we can buy anything. A service robot rolled up. Hello there. Are you looking to purchase any furniture for your virtual space today? Smarty jumped. A talking hunk of metal, he replied. It is just an A-robot. Lin Yuan stated what he needed. I need 2 flower stands and a 5-foot-tall counter. The robot led the way. Certainly, please follow me this way. Those 2 counters appeared, but the price tags made them both freeze. Looks like we are not buying a single thing today. Even if we had cash, we should not waste it like this. Smarty muttered, if I give it 100%, I could build these. Lin Yuan turned to the robot. Hey, do you sell any chairs? Just show me the cheapest ones. It replied. Yes, please come this way. He thought to himself, I need at least a few chairs. Customers need a place to sit, right? Seeing that price tag, Lin Yuan slumped. 15,000. Smarty lashed out. 1,000 credits. Max, either take the deal or forget it. The robot spoke mechanically. Sorry, that is beyond my authority. Aboard, Smarty climbed onto his shoulder and asked a question. So haggling does not work here. Lin Yuan replied, forget it. It is just a robot, not your fault at all. Let us just try another store, then hit the bookstore. Before heading home, he wondered why they were going there. Lin Yuan reminded him, remember, I said I was taking the Creation Master exam. Obviously, I need study books for that. Staring at the shelves, he did not even want to touch them. This many. Okay, this is on you, Smarty. Get to work. What are spirit ingredients? Methods for analysis of spirit ingredients. Rare material appraisal. Basic spirit encyclopedias. Intermediate spirit encyclopedias. Observation techniques. And building foundational knowledge for junior scholars. The robot announced the following list. Prior request, that is 327 books, plus a free catalog. Would you like us to pack these? Lin Yuan handed over his card. Just compress them into a knowledge chip and send them to this address. It obeyed. Understood. Please sign this non-disclosure agreement, promising these books will not be shared with anyone outside your immediate family members. Otherwise, the Creation Master Association will hold you liable for leaking information. He rushed Smarty. We are done here. Let us go. These smart robots are actually pretty handy. Maybe I should think about getting one for the shop later on. Suddenly, someone stepped forward and gasped. Xiao Yun stood opposite them and asked, did you just teleport straight into the shop? Oh, so you are the owner of this dump. Geez, your shop does not even have a single smart robot. I have been waiting here forever, wondering if you would ever show up. He smiled and said, sorry, we just opened today, so I have not grabbed a robot yet. I felt a bit annoyed. This girl looks about the same age as my sister, so why is she so stuck up? The girl glanced at the spiders. So old man, how much for these 2? Lin Yuan pointed at himself. Confused. Old man, she repeated, hey uncle, tell me about these spiders and give me a price for the pair of them. Do not give me some crazy high price. Your shop is called the Honest Buy, right? Hearing her call him uncle made Smarty absolutely lose it laughing. He stopped arguing about the name and focused on giving her the sales pitch. This long-legged, small-bodied spider has a totally unique trait. Super sticky webs. Van is stunned. Wait, what, you were telling me this thing isn't even venomous? Lam Vian has plenty more if you were looking for poison. This big green spider right here has a deadly venom trait that will finish any fight. The kid wipes out on the floor, eyes tearing up as she whines. Hey, why is your floor so dang hard? Looking at her bald head, he thinks, no hair, seriously, kid looks exactly like a smooth, hard-boiled egg. Chill, Don T roast the customers. I am a professional shop owner. Here, keep it together. Just bite your tongue and stay cool. But his buddy Smarty can't help himself and blurts out boiled egg. The girl gets totally embarrassed and keeps snapping at him to stop. Whoa, Lamvian says awkwardly, my bad, my beast has a big mouth. Come on, say you are sorry right now. Smarty knows he messed up. Sorry, I totally spoke without thinking. Van fires back. Look, for the record, this is just a side effect from healing a nasty demon shadow spider spine injury. My hair grows back in a few months. I am definitely not naturally bald, and I am definitely not an egg. Lam Vian searches his memory. A demon shadow spider. Wait, I think I have heard that name somewhere before. Where was it? He cannot place it. Meanwhile, Smarty thinks he is still right. I mean, she really does look like an egg. He wonders, does she actually love spider spirits? Seeing the kid literally shaking, Lam Vian keeps a friendly smile and asks her about it. Hey, customer, Van snaps back loudly. No way, I do not like spider spirits even a little bit. Like, who would actually enjoy a giant hairy bug like that? He is totally confused now. Then why hunt for spiders? Why get near something dangerous like a demon shadow spider? She sighs at her luck. I guess I am cursed with exactly what I hate, because spiders are the only thing I am compatible with. Lamvian nods. Oh, so that is how it is. That is some seriously twisted luck. The person who hates spider spirits the most is stuck forming a contract with them. But looking at it from another angle, spiders are a super diverse type of spirit creature. So her growth potential is actually huge. Plus, she survived a demon shadow spider attack and managed to get effective treatment. That is no small feat. Talk about a money superpower. If it were me, I would have just told her to find a nice spot and bury herself already. Van loses her nerve and tries to bolt. No way, you do not have what I want. Lamvian calls out to her. Wait, neither of them work for you. For combat, control, and poison. These are actually some of the most popular types. Besides, they both have unique traits already. But the girl still is not feeling it. No way, the unique traits on these two spiders are way too weak for me. I only want to contract a spider of spirit with major crowd control abilities. He is speechless. You think these are weak? Van clarifies that it is not actually about how strong these two specific spiders are. I am just looking for a specific spider that has the unique trait of creating totally transparent webs. If I have to put in a custom order, I am fine buying a few epic or elite ones. He realizes this kid is seriously loaded and totally impulsive. You know, transparent webs are a super rare unique trait to find. Even with a custom order, if you are unlucky, you might burn through 10 or 20 spiders before finding it. Then it hits Lamvian. Wait, I might actually be able to pull this off. He speaks up. I actually have a way to order those epic grade spiders, so how many do you want? The girl thinks he is trying to scam her. Hey, do you think I am just some cute, naive kid who is easy to trick? Or do you think just because you are kinda handsome, I will just believe anything you say? Lamvian thinks to himself, who is even trying to scam you? This kid is unbelievable. Wait a second. Did she just say I was handsome? I am taking this order, not because she is a fast talker, but because I cannot stand seeing this poor, sick girl wandering around failing. I am just way too kind. He turns to leave. Fine, suit yourself. I am sure if you hit up 100 shops, you will eventually find that spider you need. Smarty sticks his tongue out. Yeah, get moving. The girl grabs Lamvian's shirt. Wait up. He frowns and asks, now what? I thought you did not trust me. Van holds onto a little hope. You really have a way. Lamvian does not push it. If you do not believe me, that is on you. She starts begging, look, let's just add each other on the star net first. If you actually find that custom spider, just message me so I can buy it. He sees the VIP customer is totally hooked. Using the old play hard to get move worked like a charm. I have got plenty of experience handling customers like this, but Lam Vian keeps acting cool. Nah, forget it. If you want to buy something, just come back to the shop. The girl winks, trying to act all cute. Come on, don't be mad. I was just worried about getting scammed since this place is not even decorated yet. Just add me if you get the spider. I will not even try to haggle over the price. He acts like he is giving in. Fine. Stop with the winking already. Let's just add each other. They tap their cards together. As soon as Van sees his name, she starts judging it. Old Man Lam is such a dorky name. Lam Vian is not about to take that and fires a roast right back. Stream in the clouds. Isn't that exactly where those brainless little fish live? The girl snaps. What? Did you seriously just call me brainless? He plays it off. No way. Yo, I said Van Trunky. Little Van heard it perfectly. Don't lie. I caught that. You basically just called me an idiot. Just a reminder, I'm in the big time shop hooking you up with those custom silk spitting spiders. Alright, this girl is tough as nails. Stop messing around. I'm in the VIP customer paying your bills. Suddenly, my phone pings with a notification. You just received 10 Radiance coins. Little Van is counting on me. Money is paid. Now I mean just waiting on the good news. I'm shocked. This girl is straight uploaded 2 Radiance coins for 1 custom silk spitting spider, and this kid just dropped cash for all 5 of them without even blinking. Genius is impressed. That's a lot of dough, so we're never gonna be broke again, right? has been dying for that new vinyl and a fresh speaker setup. He replied, might be tough since this is just the full deposit from the client. We gotta finish her order before we can actually touch that cash. Until then, Starweb holds it in escrow. But hey, Yang pays the rest of his balance this morning. We're actually sitting on a decent amount of capital. Let me check the price for those silk spitting spiders. 5 elite level spiders will cost us 1 Radiance coin right off the bat. Genius saw the money disappear and started freaking out. How do we lose a third of our stash that fast? He felt terrible too. Those 3.3 Radiance coins from Yang Cat didn't he even have time to get warm in his pocket. If we go the standard training route, who knows how much we'll blow on spiritual materials. No wonder that green egg girl dropped 10 Radiance coins without a second thought. Genius sat in the corner moping, wondering if this tiny star web shop could ever actually turn a profit. Lin Yuan added, now that we've got the smart robot for the shop, we don't have to stress as much, but we really need to watch our spending. Who knows how much it'll cost to expand this place. He wasn't buying it, for real. We didn't have a single customer before we left, and that old school robot you bought looks like it's totally glitching out. He got his optimism back and thought on the bright side. If we just crush this order for that egg girl, we'll have a massive stack of cash for the future. Genius moped up the stairs. Fine, I'm gonna go find a ma'am and hang out. He gave him some quick encouragement. Don't worry, I'll make that money back in no time. Lin Yuan walked over and opened the door. Alright, time to check with Mobius. He asked if Mobius was around to talk about his next spirit-locked fee. Mobius appeared and said, Lin Yuan, this won't work. You gotta be more careful with your cash. Resources are tight right now, so we need to keep things under control. He totally got it, but money is only half the battle. Leveling up his own strength is the real way to stack cash faster and in bigger amounts. Mobius, about your next spirit-locked fey for the upcoming stage. I've been thinking for days, but I still need to hear what you think. It listened before responding. Then Lin Yuan dropped the name, the Spirit Siphon Goldfish. Once he got what he wanted, he thought to himself, wow, this little bird is actually pretty chill. Mobius had already given him the green light. The Spirit Siphon Goldfish, sure, that works, as long as you're cool with it. I'm not gonna argue with your choice. But you gotta realize that because of how these goldfish work, leveling them up takes 10 times more spiritual energy than any other fae at the same level. Lin Yuan hit back, no problem at all. He put his hand over his heart. I might not be totally sure, but I felt it when my mental energy was tanking. You held back your own power just to keep me safe. So finding a way to get you back on your feet fast is my job. Mobius left it to him. Alright then, I'm counting on you. He pulled up the system menu to try the star web search. As the screen shifted, he was blown away. Man, this thing is legit. One simple search and all these shops popped up. It's like a whole street dedicated to Spirit Siphon Goldfish or something. Most are just basic level, though elite level would be way better. Lin Yuan decided to filter the results to find the most high-end shop. available. Looking at the place, he was stunned. This shop is massive. It's gotta be at least 800 square meters. It feels like the owner traded floor space for a much better aesthetic. Everything is super organized and even has its own custom display interface to show it off. I could definitely learn a few things from this layout. From the back, Jiaxin walked up. Can I help you find something? What are you looking for today? My staff is off today, so sorry if things are a bit messy. I appreciate your patience. He was secretly hyped that it wasn't just another smart robot. Awesome. Then he told her what he wanted. I'm looking to buy a spirit siphon goldfish. She led the way. Got it. Follow me. These little guys in the tank are all basic level. No matter the breed, they're 0.5 radiance coins each. And that big red goldfish that's twice the size, that's an elite level, and it's 5 radiance coins, Lin Yuan thought to himself. These spirit siphon goldfish live up to the hype for mana recovery. Just standing near them, you can feel the spiritual energy getting way thicker. But man, they're pricey. Even a basic spirit siphon goldfish costs more than an elite level silk spitting spider. I wanted to go straight for an elite level, but looks like my wallet can't handle that, she continued. Actually, these breeds aren't even the top tier ones. The better breeds will set you back at least 7 radiance coins, but for the basic level ones, the price is the same across the board. Besides, these things are a nightmare to evolve, so barely any creation masters even want to take the job. Lam Vian kept it polite. Appreciate the heads up, Miam, and just laughed. Drop the formalities, kid. Just call me Han now. Use those sharp eyes of yours to pick a top-tier spirit goldfish. He stepped up to the tank and scanned. Got it? He knew if he wanted max potential, the dragon eyes were the move. If they hit the dragon blood evolution, it's a total game changer, like a carp jumping the gate. But can I really get that lucky again? Like with my iron bowl? Whatever, I gotta see if the spirit lock space can actually hyperdrive these fish-esque growth. If this works, I've got my first bestseller. He pointed at a sleek black one. I choose you, buddy. Let's make some magic happen. Han leaned in. Anything else? Lam Vian paused. Right, he needed to check how much energy that pool in his spirit space could actually hold. Actually, yeah, let me grab some energy, or while I am at it, she asked for the weight, buy in bulk, and I will knock 500 credits off every pound. I'll take 2,000 pounds for starters. Han froze. Wait, 2,000. He just looked back. Totally chill. Can I just swipe my Starneck? Archie nodded. Yeah, sure. Shipping will handle the delivery to your address. She watched him go, thinking, damn, this kid is a total whale. Wait, Han called out. If you're serious about these fish, you gotta try the butterfly shells. They the gold standard. They're pricey, but the evolution boost is insane. He smiled. Thanks, Han, you really look out for your customers. His balance blinked 0. Lam Vian felt his soul leave his body. Every single credit he had was officially gone and buried. This haul should keep the fish fed for at least 3 to 5 months. Han wanted to keep this big spender close. Add me on StarNet. Next time you need something, just hit me up. As long as you've got the cash, I can find whatever you want. He grinned. It's an honor. Han, inside, he was hyped. Rare materials are always a nightmare to find. Having a direct plug makes life way easier. By the way, he added, in a few weeks, I am gonna need. She cut him off. More ore and some extra fish, right? He nodded. You got it, Urea Pro, but I only need low quality ore for now. She blinked. Low quality, really? He had to keep his budget tight. High grade stuff is pure, but the cheap stuff works fine for regular pets. He was playing the long game. But buying this much, just how massive was this kid's breeding facility? It had to be huge, and was already plotting how to keep him as a regular. Hard work pays off. If she locked him in, the commissions would be massive, but she needed a hook, something special. Then it hit her. She flashed a bright smile. Hey, I've got a VIP special for my best regulars. You interested? I'm listening. What's the deal, Han? Look, I buy back pets from my favorites. Plus, I sell high-end injured creatures. They the freshest spirit materials you can get. Guaranteed top-tier quality for your projects. No way. When is the next batch coming? She held up 3 fingers. 3 weeks. I'll ping you on StarNet if anything changes. He figured 3 weeks was enough time to flip some profit. This could be big. Suddenly he looked around. Wait, why is it so quiet in here today? A shop this good should be packed. Han looked at him like he was crazy. You joking, right? The Radiance 100 tournament is happening right now in the Star Tower. The staff and the customers all bail to watch. He blinked. Wait, the 100? Like the elite ones? Even better, the Radiance 100 of the whole Federation. He gasped, no way, that is insane. He waved goodbye, right hand, I'm out. She waved back, later, your stuff's on the way. He scrambled for his phone. Crap, did it already start? Only nosebleed seats left. I gotta get there. The hype was real. What do the strongest young fighters in the Federation actually look like in person? How far behind am I really? Back at the arena, the atmosphere was electric. White Demon for the win, fire is the GOAT. Meanwhile, he was struggling up the stairs. We in a digital world. Why am I still climbing stairs? At least the cheap seats didn't sell out. The crowd was roaring, White Demon, unstoppable fire, let's go. He was confused. Why are they cheering for both sides? Whose team are they on? Then he saw her. It was little Lin Yuan, screaming for everyone at once. Xiao Yun heard a familiar voice and whipped around to look. She was still glued to her binoculars, staring ahead. Dude, your face is huge, he teased. Maybe put the binoculars down first. Xiao Yun ignored him, focused on the match. Hey, there's no law against cheering for both teams at once, right? I am happy no matter who wins, got it? So, what is your deal? You pick a side yet. Who are you rooting for? Lin Yuan acted shy. Same as you, I am backing both. Feeling like she had found a kindred spirit, the girl grabbed his hand. Awesome, looks like the old man of the woods actually has some taste. Honestly, both of them are total beasts. Lin Yuan thought, should I just tell her I have zero clue who these people even are? Suddenly, Xiao Yun realized she was being a little extra and froze. The girl awkwardly yanked her hand back and started scrubbing it clean with a towel. You are the one who grabbed me first, remember, he teased. Xiao Yun just shoved a pair of binoculars at him. Here, take these. If you are rooting for both, you can miss a single move. Just listening to the announcer is for amateurs. He took them with a grin. Thanks a lot, he thought to himself. She's a total weirdo, but her heart is in the right place. Looking down at the arena, Lin Yuan realized these two fighters weren't been using the same combat styles. He was curious, those plant creatures, they're healers, right? Xiao Yun nudged him, sharp eyes. Old man, so who is your money on? I am guessing the higher ranked fighter usually has the upper hand, right? He replied. Plus, they both have gold tier spiritual pets. Down in the pit, Anna unleashed her lava spear. Flames shot sky high, totally boxing her opponent in. DJ did not blink. The snow tree countered by dumping a massive frost layer onto the ice spirit grass. The system pinged. The snow tree completely snuffed out the flames. The lava bear as Blitz's attack barely scratched them. Anna yelled about using a pincer move that is impossible to break. Gotta admit, it is a solid strategy. But today, I am definitely breaking this whole tactic. Lava bear, launch a full-on charge. Go and stop that snow tree right now. Her bear started spamming attacks, raining fire down like a storm. Lin Yuan couldn't look away. The pressure was insane. Xiao Yun bragged, dude, the Lord of Fire is a high-octane power attacker. What did you expect? Against a healer like the White Devil, her odds are way better. But hey, don't count him out yet. If you look at the official leaderboard, the White Devil is actually ranked way higher. That is DJ, also known as the White Devil, rank 18. He just patched up the snow tree while keeping that lava bear pinned down. The girl Santa, the Lord of Fire, rank 40. She even shouted, not bad, DJ. Not bad at all. Impressive, saving both pets during that barrage. Crazy, but I am just getting started. So don't get comfortable. Under the brutal assault of those two bears, the snow tree is stuck in defense mode. Is the tide finally turning in her favor? Anna was confident this battle of attrition had dragged on long enough. Your energy is almost out, isn't it? Lin Yuan wondered the same. Even with the rank gap, can a healer really take on a pure power attacker? It is looking rough. DJ just smirked. Anna, the gap between rank 18 and 47. It is bigger than you think. She unleashed a frost nova, sending snow and ice flying everywhere. A massive wall of ice slammed down, stopping the bear cold. DJ doubled down, boosting the ice spirit grass. The deep freeze effect crawled all the way up the bear's neck. Anna was stunned, pulling off a massive area of effect move after a fight like that. Absolute legend. The crowd was losing it. Both of those lava bears were frozen solid, but the snow tree and the ice spirit grass weren't exactly looking good either. Xiao Yun panicked. The White Devil counterattacked and finally stalled the Lord of Fire. But that ice seal isn't going to hold forever. Once it snaps, she is going to flip the script. Lin Yuan narrowed his eyes. Not so fast. Don't forget the White Devil is a healer. Sure enough, DJ had a trick left. The phoenix butterfly fluttered its wings, showering the ice grass in pure, glowing healing energy. The crowd went wild. Unbelievable. One flick of the wrist and the wounds are just gone. They weren't at 100%, but they were back in the fight. Anna still got backup moves though, but she just smirked. The win is mine. Someone screamed from the sideline. Ace. It is a rank up. That giant lava bear just hit platinum. DJ stayed frosty. Anna, wow. I did not think you had leveled up that much. One butterfly appeared at first, but then a whole swarm of red butterflies surrounded her. DJ shouted, do your worst. You will never break my lava critical strike. I spent months perfecting this move, just to take you down. She pointed forward and yelled, go. Dozens of red energy beams sliced right through the lava bear. It let out an agonizing roar and started coughing up blood on the spot. Anna stood frozen as the announcement blared. It was over. The white demon DJ had officially crushed the unstoppable fire. Anna, snatching another glory star for his collection. Anna finally had to admit it. She never expected her gold rank phoenix butterfly to actually evolve into a full-blown fantasy breed. Honestly, I can't even be mad about losing this one. DJ reached out, reminding her it wasn't just a butterfly anymore. Since it evolved into a fantasy breed, it had become a straight-up natural disaster phoenix butterfly. Hey, chin up, the fans are watching us. As he helped Anna to her feet, the crowd went wild, chanting for both the white demon and the unstoppable fire. Xiao Yun was so hyped she started shaking him. The white demon is seriously too cool. Even in defeat, that bear tamer's aura was top tier. Lin Yuan watched her, thinking she was the real deal. That kind of presence is no joke. Compared to this absolute madness, the fights Chu Ci got into at school were basically just playing pretend. So this is the elite power of the Federation's new generation. As the match wrapped up, she gave him a nod. See you later, woodsman. You better take good care of those silk spiders I gave you. Done go getting lazy on me now. Lin Yuan kept it brief, but his head was spinning. He couldn't believe a gold rank healer just wiped the floor with a platinum fighter. Fantasy breeds are on a whole different level. This rune right here, it's the secret key to hitting that fantasy breed evolution. It's a perfect match for any healer type spirit creature. Too bad Lily is my only healer right now. On his way back, he muttered that he was probably just overthinking things. A voice started singing about lonely lights and guarding hope, while Mobius stumbled down an endless, winding road. No future in sight, yet the heart refuses to let go. Curious, he peeked into the room to see what the hell they were doing to make that much noise. Smart guy jumped. Lin Yuan, would it kill you to knock before coming in? Ying was just vibing in her headphones. Lin Yuan looked at them suspiciously. Knock in my own room. What are you two hiding from me? He shot back, nothing. Ying is just practicing her vocals. I'm helping her find tracks. He reached over to pet Smart guy. Alright, scoot over. I need to look some stuff up. Ying was still sweating it though. He whispered back, relax. I closed it instantly. Plus, I registered that account under a fake name. There is no way Lin Yuan will ever find out. Meanwhile, he checked the computer. Turning a bronze rank into a legendary quality required some seriously high-level spiritual energy. This wasn't going to be cheap. Maybe I should just put those 2 silk spiders up for auction online. That should bring in a nice chunk of change. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. It was the delivery guy. Ostrich Express, Courier 457 here with your Star Web order. Everything's on time as promised. Sign right here, please. Lin Yuan nodded. The courier barked at the rookie. Hey, newbie, don't just stand there. Grab the fragile stuff. Smart guy was curious. He told them this was for the shop's future. She lugged the crate over and introduced herself. Coming through, hi there, I'm a Nang. Wait, I'm delivery rookie number 3451. Seeing her carry 2 huge boxes at once, Smart guy panicked. Lin Yuan offered to help. The fish tank started sliding out. Smart guy dove for it, shouting, oh no. He actually used his face to cushion the fall. Got it, but the tank was just empty water. Where did the fish go? Yin snagged it with her claws. Lin Yuan exhaled. The courier chewed out the rookie for almost blowing it. Anang bowed low. I am so sorry. He didn't care. It's fine. Everyone slips up. He looked at his future braised fish. This is quite a sight, Yin remarked. Smart guy was baffled. Why all this ore? He explained, we gotta scale up if we want real profit. That new girl is scary strong though. She hauled a literal ton of energy or like it was nothing. amazing even with physical aura training. That's insane, alright? You two go play. I'm starting my training. Oh, and smart guy, I saved all that study material to your Star Web account. You better actually hit the books. He replied, got it, I'm taking these cookies. Though Lin Yuan touched the tank, triggering the spirit lock. Time to level this up. An hour later, he realized hitting elite rank took way more energy than his other spirit did. The boost he got back was barely even noticeable. No wonder people say spirit goldfish are total divas, but how the heck am I supposed to move all this or into the spirit lock space? 2 days later, Mobius stared at the fish and sighed, man, I'm actually jealous. Must be nice having this whole huge spring to yourself, unlike me, stuck here alone and getting bothered for absolutely no reason at all. He kept dumping ore into the spring, grumbling back. What are you whining about? You did even help. I moved over half a ton of ore by myself. Mobius just shrugged. Hey, I'm just a spirit, remember? Feels like I hit a wall. The spirit key concentration is totally maxed out here. If I want more, I gotta wait for the next evolution phase. It confirmed that as long as I keep evolving, the saturation limit will keep climbing too. Right now, it is only 5 times stronger than outside. Looking down, Lin Yuan was not shocked at all. No surprise the spirit-absorbing goldfish is sucking up all the energy in here. After all, it is the shop's future secret weapon. It would be epic if it actually woke up its dragon bloodline. I went through a lot of trouble picking this specific dragon eye breed. Mobius chimed in. Does not that take dragon beast blood? That stuff is crazy expensive. He hauled another box inside while talking. Yeah, the biggest headache right now is cash. Only way is to fast track these spirit pets and make bank on the flip. It wondered what was next. Lin Yuan revealed it was just more web-spitting spiders. Those elite green ivies are actually selling like hotcakes. But I feel like we need more unique signature items. Mobius did not get why he even bothered bringing them in here to level. He explained, the spirit key conversion rate in here is 5 times faster than the world outside. Lin Yuan gestured toward the spider as the notification popped up. It had finally hit epic quality. Lin Yuan cheered, success. If I am just boosting quality to epic rank, it only takes about 2 hours. Outside would take at least 10 hours. Suddenly, his pocket chimed, and he pulled out his phone to check. Right, time to strike while the iron is hot and auction these two off immediately. Gotta hit that small goal of making bank first. Mobius worried if he was becoming a total money grubber. Then the screen flashed. A 500 Federation coin donation from Lord Sunlin. Keep it up and stream every day. He was stunned. Do people actually donate to shops on the Star Web like this? Lin Yuan got a bad feeling about this. He scrambled upstairs as fast as his legs could carry him. Yun Yin's voice drifted down. If you were stuck in yesterday, believe you will bloom. The darker the night, the brighter the stars, shining on those who break the cocoon. He kicked the door open and snapped at Genius and Yin Yin. What are you two doing? They jumped. We are just studying. Lin Yuan shoved past them, totally annoyed. Fine, let me see what is really going on. They both yelled no on the screen. A blue-haired girl was singing. The comment section was absolutely blowing up. How can a voice be this good? Seriously, it is angelic. Wait, do not streamers usually show their faces on camera? So good. She must be a total 10. With a voice like that, she has to be gorgeous. I am literally crying. Why the face mask, girl? I searched the whole Star Web and nothing matches. Is this an original song you wrote yourself? Amazing stream. I just sent a gift. Please say something. I am addicted. Lin Yuan stared at the supposed beauty streamer. He was still trying to wrap his head around this whole bird song stream situation. If my finance system was not sensed, I would never have known you were building empire behind my back. Yin Yin replied, cool name, right? Yin Yin loves eating green ivy, so Genius picked that name. Lin Yuan called them out. You look pretty proud of yourself. Huh, but why pick the beauty category if you are not showing your face? Explained that Genius wanted to stand out from everyone else. He turned to interrogate the bird. Genius, it just answered that it studies every single day. I get tired sometimes, so I let Yin Yin do something useful. Lin Yuan noticed the account was new. Lots of comments, but barely any followers. Whatever, it is just a hobby, so I might as well let the kids have some fun. Other sound birds train their sonic waves, but my Yin Yin has only ever cared about singing. I guess I can't allow it. Fine. You guys have talent and passion. It is good to use those skills. And honestly, you are doing pretty well. Lin Yuan had no clue yet that the name Bird Song would eventually become a massive legend in the live streaming world. They both cheered, shouting that Lin Yuan finally said yes, but he added a warning. No taking random donations from strangers. Keep the limit at 500 Federation coins, and change the category to the beauty and voice combo instead. They started celebrating, yelling, "Let's party." I am speechless. Seriously, kids, grow up and just stop listening to you. Mobius appeared and praised them, saying his two little ones were actually pretty interesting. He quickly changed the subject. Never mind them. I am basically swimming in cash now. So let us figure out how to upgrade you. The spirit Q concentration hit the ceiling, but it still cannot keep up with how much I use for these pets. To get you to the next level, the main requirement is that I have to level up other spirit pets first. Even if I convert Ki to speed things up, my own rank limits me, so the overall efficiency is still way too low. But to speed that up, I need you to level up. It is just one big vicious cycle. Mobius was not having it. If it is that expensive, why not just stop chasing high quality? No way. Only high quality truly unlocks a pet's potential. I want every familiar to prove its own value. He starts counting his fingers, doing the math in his head. If I want to upgrade the spirit-sucking goldfish, I will need at least 3 drops of dragon blood. To get Lily to legendary quality, I need 1 portion of recovery soil, 2 redwood cores, and some herbal spring water. Better call Han first. Over at the shop, Jai Han picks up Lin Yuan's call. "Hello, Lin Yuan." She sits up straight, looking totally shocked. "You need dragon beast blood. That stuff is not cheap, you know." She smiles, knowing she picked a real winner today. This kid is a total high roller, spending 5,000 credits on his first visit. Let me check the current inventory now. Gold tier dragon blood is 80 credits per drop, but platinum tier goes for 2,000 credits a drop. If you buy in bulk, I can give you a discount. It is pure undiluted stuff. "Hello, you still there?" Lin Yuan covers his mouth, trying not to cry. "Cannot afford it. Seriously. Way too expensive." He laughs nervously and says, "Sister Han, I was just checking the prices for later. I actually want to order 4,000 pounds of low-grade energy stones and 3 regular spirit-sucking goldfish instead. Please." Ji Han closes the deal instantly. No problem. She is sure that at this rate, he will need dragon blood very soon. I better stock up now. I definitely hit the jackpot with this customer. He is going to be my best client for sure. But 2 hours later, Mobius looks at the filled spiritual spring. That was fast delivery. The fish are already splashing around in there. Finally, these 5 web-spinning spiders hit epic quality, but my recent earnings are gone, leaving me with only 0.4 credits. Spiritual energy in this space is more than half drained now. Must be nice to live like a goldfish with 0 worries. Then, seeing the spirit-sucking goldfish acting weird, Lin Yuan gets suspicious. They lived together before. This pool is huge, so why are they fighting now? Mobius says. It is because you are way too naive. Survival the fittest. Evolution is the most incredible creative power that nature has ever given to any living being in existence. No spiritual creature wants to share its energy source with another, even if they used to be old friends. He realizes that is why the strong get stronger while the weak struggle to survive. It is a tough world out here, honestly. Mobius praises him, saying you are finally getting a bit smarter. Nature is balanced, though stronger creatures must understand order and symbiosis. My focus skill should temporarily spirit stop the sucking goldfish from attacking. If everything goes well, the other 3 will evolve to elite rank within the next 5 days, or so. Lin Yuan agrees. Okay, I will leave it to you then. I am going to add more ore. Then he sees a notification. No way, is the elite rank King Lu already sold out? Mobius asks, did you not just finish upgrading those spiders? Just restock the shop. Lin Yuan realizes, you are right. Time to deliver these goods. I am heading out of here right now. Outside the shop, people are shouting at each other. You old geezer, are you out of your mind? Or what? Lin Yuan wonders how they can argue when the shop is empty. The 2 of them keep yelling back and forth at once. I let you go first because you are a monk, but then you went and bought everything Mother had in stock. The monk stays calm. Buddha says do not fight. But when the goods are this good, you have to move fast. Ngayat Len grabs his collar. Forget Buddha. I was being nice, and you totally played me like a fool. If you are so tough, come outside and face me. I will skin you alive. Lin Yuan tells them to take it elsewhere. Seeing the spider, she is shocked. A web-spinning spider. Is this the work of a 2-star creation master? No way. Could it actually be an epic rank familiar right here? Lin Yuan reminds them that these are pre-ordered and not for sale. They both ask, how do we order custom familiars? Lin Yuan declines, saying he is not taking new orders this month. You will have to wait until next month for that service. Got any elite rank King Lu left back there? He politely says they are sold out and the shop will not be selling elite rank King Lu anymore moving forward. But soon we will have bronze rank King Lu and elite spirit sucking goldfish. Ningayat Lan bids 8 credits for the fish immediately. I will pay 5 credits for a bronze rank King Lu right now. The monk keeps chanting. She cuts him off, telling Lin Yuan to save the stock for her. He realizes they are regular customers. Lin Yuan warns them, if anyone keeps fighting, they're going straight to the shop's permanent blacklist. No more warnings. He sighs, totally exhausted. I really need to write down some shop rules and hang them up where everyone can see them. The monk says goodbye. I will wait peacefully for good news from you. Master Lin, please excuse my departure for now. Seeing Gaiat Lin still there, he asks, is there something else? I have nothing left to sell you. So, do you actually treat fey creatures here? Lin Yuan was stunned. Explain that to me. She said its core was totally trashed. Super deep wound. He hesitated. Seriously, that sounds pretty bad. If it is silver rank or lower, I can try. Yuling was thrilled. Really? Thank God. My daughter SV creature is finally going to be okay. Lin Yuan was speechless. Wait, daughter, she looks like she is the same age as my own sister. Yuling opened the system to show him, look, this is my daughter S bronze rank fee creature. Its roots got scorched by a horned demon near a spatial rift. He was stunned. Not just any demon, but one with that nasty soul-sucking wither flame ability. That wither effect is basically a death sentence for plant types. No wonder its core is completely wrecked. She bowed her head. Seriously, thank you so much. What is the fee for something like this? I do not have enough cash right now, but I will have it next month. He replied, do not sweat it. I am totally booked for the rest of this month anyway. Just bring that injured fey creature back next month. As for the payment though, I do not want money. Just find this for me. Yuling gasped. Wait, just recovery soil. I am getting a huge deal here. She waved goodbye. Do not worry, little brother. I will definitely find that for you. He was surprised. Wait, for real? That would be awesome. If you cannot find it, we can just negotiate the treatment fee later on. Lin Yuan felt something was off. Wait, no way. Wait, even Biggs's hand does not have recovery soil. Wow, this lady has some seriously deep connections. He figured the soil was a done deal. As for the herb spring water, he could just drop some serious cash for that. But what about that red wood core? Do I seriously have to wait for the next big auction just to buy one? No time for that now. First, he needed to ship those web-spitting spiders to Xiaoyun. The order was ready. She was absolutely hyped when she finally saw the spiders. Yo, old man, are you using cheats? How did you manage to get 5 epic quality ones in just a few days? Where did she even come from? She was lightning fast. She stared at the spiders in total awe. Relax, uncle. I am basically a goddess of luck. I am definitely going to get that transparent silk. Just watch. From behind her, Lin Yuan gave a dry laugh. Well,